TCA episode 2. Welcome in, everyone. Also, I'm gonna break the news right now.
We're gonna be talking about the
I've been
49 comics
uh,
of the world,
I've been Batmaning for
bro.
the past 25 years.
Fuck. No
Dun
wonder
dun
you've been beating
dun.
people up and throwing them off rooftops. I should have fucking known.
Yeah.
God damn it, bro.
All right. Well,
Who's going?
Get us rolling, John. That's you, bro. You want to talk about it so
That's all I'm
bad. Go
saying.
ahead, bro. Go
is the
ahead.
Xbox and PlayStation console war over?
Yeah, they both
Yes,
suck.
Xbox better, bro.
They both
Trust.
suck, and they're both over prioritized by developers, and it makes me mad.
Why is that?
Because they're weak. They're like the PC I'm about to upgrade to is like 100 times better than a PS5.
Oh, they are not okay.
It's
For the time that they
stats.
came out.
No, well, that's not what you said. I'm talking about right now.
Well, I'm just saying, like, as far as the
So,
console war itself.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think there's war anymore
no, it's
because
crossplay.
everything's crossplay. You have PlayStation games on Steam now. You have Xbox, not to say Steam is a console, but you have Xbox games. Gears of War just came to PlayStation.
My problem is, I think
week ago.
both
Forza.
platforms suck. Like to the point where if I had a child and I was introducing them to video games, I wouldn't buy them a console. I mean, if I did, it would probably be a
Bruh.
Nintendo console because it's just a different kind of console.
This man has never played any PlayStation exclusives, and it shows. I'm sorry. Yeah. PlayStation?
I'd have a console. I'm
Man.
not, but I wouldn't buy them a console. Like I get them the classics, John. If we're talking about playing those games, I get all those. But I'm talking about if there's a PS7 out and there's 3 games for it that look marginally better than the PS6 and it's $800, I'm not buying it.
I'm good, Holmes. I'm good, Holmes.
I think there was a console war for a while. I think PlayStation ultimately ended up winning that war. To be honest with you,
I agree. I
Um,
think like platform
because
wise,
the PS5
Xbox kind of
outsold-
sucks.
I mean, the PS5 they outsold Xbox by millions of systems.
But
Yeah,
And
my PS5 is like literally new. My
I'm
shit
saying,
turns
this is
off
what
when it gets so hot.
I'll say this: as a standalone console, the PS5 is the best. But it was regard to integration into any other console, it's the worst. I guess other than Nintendo, but like they suck. Sony, the company sucks. Like I remember when Armor Forger came out, they were trying to make it crossplay, and they couldn't, or they could, but the people on console couldn't have mods for the longest time because Sony was like, no, if you're using your own download manager for mods, then we're not gonna let you put it on our game, and we're gonna make it so mods are disabled permanently. And because Sony wouldn't do it, the developers wouldn't integrate console mod support, so Xbox couldn't get it either. So by Sony being so annoying, they cucked both themselves and Microsoft from putting mods on this game, and until they complied, and finally they both got mods. Xbox got mods first, but they eventually complied.
I'm just talking in terms of like
I hate the company.
if you think PlayStation and Xbox actually.
I think they're
are in
both
company.
terrible companies. I think they're both grasping at straws for money now because that's why their subscriptions are going up. That's why their console prices are going up because it makes so little sense to buy a console unless you have like a really old computer and don't want to buy a really new computer, or
I think what's
alternatively you already have a console and you don't want to buy a computer.
I think what's BS is that consoles still have to pay for online multiplayer.
Yeah.
In
Why the fuck would I do
That's
that?
bullshit. But as far as
If I had a kid and he was like, "Can I buy Xbox Live?" I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I was where you were. I was where you were once. But listen, the answer's no. We're going on Steam.
I think if there's like an actual war now, I think that's far. Like it's far been over because I mean Gears of War just came to PlayStation, and Gears of
Yeah,
War
that's
has always
crazy.
been Xbox's like top 5 biggest franchises that was exclusive to them.
That's like Forza
And
Horizon.
now that that's on PlayStation, exactly. And there's rumors of Halo coming to PlayStation.
That would be insane if Halo went to
But you know what's
PlayStation.
funny
I guess it could.
is there's nothing for PlayStation exclusives. There's nothing going to
Yeah, because
Xbox.
Sony is it was a way in the gaming industry, a way bigger company. But what Microsoft is doing better at right now that Sony has not a lot to compete with, is the Game Pass for one, because that's on PC too, but also their handheld that Microsoft's working on, or the integration they're working on, is going to be way better than the PlayStations because you're going to be able to not only play Steam games, but also maybe even already actually but Microsoft owns Windows. Sony does not own an operating system. So if Microsoft wants to shove Windows into an Xbox, they can. Sony, they have to put Linux into it, like Steam does, if they wanted to. But I'm saying if you wanted to sell an Xbox and be like, look, it's a gaming console and a computer, and you had the full functionality of both, Microsoft's way more equipped to do that. And they could now that they're doing this handheld shit.
How
That's
does
gonna be a lot of money too,
speech? How is your PlayStation 5 speech? When did you get your PS5?
bro. Literally like a year ago. Not
Is it
even
still running fine?
technically, but that shit overheats so bad. I've tried cleaning
Really?
it out. My
Yeah, I've had,
PS5, it literally turns off. It turned off twice in a row in 5 minutes of me just trying to play. I
that's
got
it,
so mad. I literally bought 2K twice. Got it on Xbox, and then said, and my PS5 is literally in my closet right now, bro.
bro. See, I think me personally, the PS5 and the Series X are excellent systems. I've never
They're
had an
cool.
issue. That's not no exaggeration at all. I've never had an issue. They still work to this day. I mean, I take good care of my stuff. It's not like I like beat it up,
You take better
but I've
care of
never
it.
had any
That's what
issues
Sony
like
did.
overheating. Me personally, I think they're great consoles, but I don't think there's a console war that's happening
Consoles,
anymore
I would
because
say,
PlayStation is just they've completely outsold Xbox. And if there was a console war in the first place to begin with, which I think there was, PlayStation completely decimated
yeah, Xbox sucks. The console,
fucking Xbox because they sold way more. And in the end, at the end of the day, if you're a company, the number one thing that you want to do is make money.
It
And
sells and
Sony, I
money.
mean,
but I
it's
think
not.
Xbox is losing that because they're being more generous than Sony. They're letting their games be
Yeah,
They're
crossplay.
making
listen,
their
They're
gaming.
consoles
doing
cheaper.
their consoles cheaper. They're letting their games be crossplay. They're
Yeah.
being cooperative with Steam. Sony makes so much because the stuff they're selling their console on, they don't let anyone else have. And they're still clinging on to their exclusives. Xbox literally went through a phase where they were doing that like 15 years ago with like Call of Duty and shit. They're getting everything early, clinging
Yeah,
on to their exclusives, and then when they started failing to Sony on the PS4 generation, because the Xbox One kind of started to suck until the what was the other one after it? The Xbox One X.
SNX.
When those came out, those were kind of better. They compare with the PS4, but until those came out, Xbox kind of sucked compared to the PS4. And then at that point, they were trying to get back, the market share. So they were like, all right, we're gonna let crossplay happen. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And then because they did that, they got rid of their exclusives, and now they're being outsold because PlayStation didn't.
I think
So
like when Halo was popping and when Halo was at its
that
prime,
too.
there was no competition. Xbox was king. But now where Halo is where it's at,
Yeah, their
I mean,
exclusives kind of
Sony is
dried up.
Sony is just completely like beaten Xbox and everything. But like I said, when Halo was at its prime, back when Bungie was making Halo, there was no. If I was a little kid in 2025, let's say that Halo was still at its prime and it was still only on Xbox. I'd go out and get an Xbox and not a PlayStation because Halo is Halo.
You know
But
what?
things have changed.
You know what Sony
And
hasn't
Sony
fucking
has
changed and beat? This fucking controller. Okay? They
yeah,
are
that's true.
yet to do that. This controller beats literally everything Sony
That's
has ever
elite,
made.
bro.
And I hate the PlayStation layout, and I hate how tiny their controllers are made. Speech, you'd probably be fine, but
Your
they're
UI is kind
made
of
for the
ass. I'm not gonna
tiniest
lie.
hands.
I mean,
and,
let me grab. Where's
and
my?
it's so annoying. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, this is what airstrikes are called in within the Middle East. All right. Can you say that about your controller? I don't fucking think so. Okay. Look at that.
I mean,
Look how they massacred my voice speech.
this thing's nice. It's really nice,
It's
but
too fucking
it's
tiny.
not
And
like
I hate that grip angle they have on those controllers. It hurts my hands to hold.
the PS4 controller is. I actually like it.
You have one on deck, bro.
Look at this grip
Bro,
angle,
I got a
bro.
controller
Do you
right next.
see that?
It got curvature shit, bro. Look at mine.
That PlayStation might as well be a goddamn knife at the grip angle, bro.
I mean,
It's,
look, this is a nice controller though. Let's not lie.
I don't
This
like
is
how they
pretty
look.
good.
Actually that probably feels worse. I like the trigger placement on these way more because your hands arc. At least mine do. I hold it like this. Look how my hands are in the back, bro. This is my normal grip.
Come on, I think the 360 controller is better, but the
It's
new
the best
Series
controller.
X.
I don't think there's been a
controller is,
better console controller since the 360. I think it's been the best one. I guess people say the D-pad on
So-
these controllers sucks, but I literally don't care. I don't know why people care.
so for console war, PlayStation wins, but Xbox wins for control. If there's a controller war, Xbox.
I
every
think
day
the
of week.
Xbox looks cooler too. The PS5 looks.
Yeah, I mean that they literally made a fridge, an actual mini fridge.
Yeah. I think that's sick. I think they embraced it and it worked well. The PS5 looks like some idea Google came up with, and it looks. I hate how it looks. It looks like some stupid
Alien
futuristic
worship, bro.
alien thing.
that thing
Yeah.
is way
It's
bigger. than
so
it should-
advanced technology, but guys, we didn't give it a disk drive. I'm sorry. It's too much, you know.
No, they did. They
Yeah,
had two versions.
I know. But the way that they do that, they're incentivizing you to buy the one without the disc drive because they don't want people to have discs. They want people to buy the games digitally.
Yeah, because they don't own them.
Yeah, I know. But if you have the disc, you can permanently get the day one install of any game. You do own that. Even if you turn off your
I
internet.
just hate this. I'm gonna break the motherfucker.
Although that is changing now too, because the problem with discs is the disc technology hasn't caught up, and games are. I think this is why Call of Duty is so huge now, because you can't put that much storage on one disc anymore. Like if you wanted a day one version of Modern Warfare 100, and
You're right into the
wanted
future there,
That's
bro.
actually going to be a thing.
and you
That's a
want
little far away.
it would be the same thing then. Speech. My whole point is, if
Yeah,
you
I know.
wanted to play the day one version of that on a disc, you couldn't because it wouldn't be able to fit on one disc. You'd have to have multiple discs, and that would prevent it from being played offline. Which is probably why their games are 628 gigabytes because they're like, look, we had to have the uncompressed 28K full models of this woman's tits and guns that are 7 gigabytes in model size in the disc. I don't know. The games just have to look this good now. It's like, no, I don't believe that. I think they're just trying to make their games not fit on discs
I mean,
because they want the same thing. They don't want people
To
to
be
own
honest
Call of
with
Duty.
you-
They want people to rent it.
to be honest with you, I wouldn't be
It's owned
surprised
by
if
Microsoft.
newest generation of systems from Sony and Microsoft don't have any drives at all in them.
That's why
would
the
not be surprised.
360 and the PS3 are great consoles that I don't think they're ever gonna beat in regard to like what you can do with them. Like you can play any game, probably start to finish on a PS3 or a 360 without internet for so cheap if you have a 360. Not to mention if you jailbreak it, which is great that you can still do that. You can't jailbreak probably with PlayStation. I think you can, but you can't jailbreak Xboxes anymore. They have long patched that, but the 360s are the last ones you could, and because of that, you can do anything you can think of with a 360. Especially if you have internet, if you actually go through the ways of using internet while having a jailbroken console, which you can do anything with that. You can do anything. Download any game you want, do whatever you want, but on the Xbox One, you can't do any of that because they locked it down. They made it online only. They did all this shit, and it is irrelevant now. My Xbox One from 2013 is in the living room, and that thing is so fucking slow, and it's just a slower version of the new one. It's not any different.
Yeah, the Xbox One was an interesting concept.
It's
for a
fucking
console.
huge, bro. Well, have you seen the 360 that looks just like it? The Xbox 360e?
I'm not sure.
You probably haven't.
No.
I've seen one at a library one time, but it looks ridiculous. Look that up. The Xbox 360e. It looks fucking stupid. It looks like a retarded Xbox One.
I had that, bro.
You had the
That's
tiny,
why-
the tiny dot one on.
Yeah, the E. Yeah.
You had an E.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the one I
Oh
had.
my god. Speech had the Down syndrome Xbox.
Oh, bro. That's the one I always had.
I had
bro.
the Xbox 360s. Look that up.
that's the one I
I'm gonna
had.
guess it's
Yeah, I have a dead one behind me that red rings immediately when you try to move it.
I didn't have that one. I
have
had
a-
the E.
I have a dead PS3.
Well, no, okay. Let me be fair. I do have an S, the white one.
You had the
I
it says
had-
the Xbox 360 Arcade Edition. Do you have that one? Did it match this controller? The one I'm holding on my screen.
I
I'm holding
don't.
it. Was it? It was white. Did it
No.
match this? Was it really
No,
fat?
I don't. Yeah.
Search up Xbox 360 2005. should be white.
Yeah.
Was it that?
That might have been the one I have.
Those are
Hang
the
on.
those are the original ones. The first release
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
I'm surprised yours didn't red ring because those are the ones that always red ring.
Mine's sitting on a cabinet in my house.
I've had a couple 360s red ring on me.
Those are probably the most valuable 360s, but they're also the most likely to red ring if you use them for long enough. What's annoying about mine is the least likely to red ring, yet mine fucking did right before I could figure out how to jailbreak it, and it pissed me off so much.
It sucks, but the 360 red ring kind of feels nostalgic.
It isn't. I thought that too until it happened to me, and then I was like, wow, I can't believe people fucking bought Xboxes.
Yeah.
John, I'm like actually so paranoid now to buy yours because I'm sure it's completely fine, but I thought this thing was too, and it just was like, nope, bang, it just fucking killed itself.
One day it's just like, nah.
I won't use no
red
more
ring
than spontaneously combust. So
yeah, no, what happened to mine is it has an error code depending on the red ring. The fucking thing that regulates the heat literally fucking melted. I'm pretty sure. So it's just like, bro, we're overheated. I don't know.
Bro, the fucking nuclear meltdown, bro.
Yeah, as soon as it turns on, it's like, no, we don't know, bro. No, I don't know.
Caution lights are going off.
Yeah, check engine light.
I got a dead PS3 that turns on for about 2 seconds, and then I hear beep beep beep, and then it turns off. Oh,
so I can't do this. Boss.
I looked it up, and
I can't do
apparently
no more, boss.
it just says hardware failure.
Yeah, it's the same
So,
thing with mine.
Wow, that's very specific, bro.
It usually means like something on the graphics card melted, something overheated, died, and fried itself, and
something just fucking killed itself, bro. So it's just done. It's just over with.
I found it in my storage, and I had no clue it was in there. And mind you, that thing weighs like 50 pounds. The PS3 is a heavy ass console.
Is it the one that slides open on the top?
It's the original PS3 model.
God.
So I don't know why I was expecting it to work.
The $800
but
PS3.
I get home and I plug that thing in and
nope.
And then it shuts off.
I wish I had my 360 cables because I would show you how sad it is when you turn mine on. It's like everything's great and it's great, and then the center green light turns red, and then it gets really loud, and then it turns off. It's like, bro, what you gotta do that?
That's the one good thing, I guess, about modern day consoles.
Yeah, I guess
they built them to last. Because, knock on wood, I haven't had any problems with the PS5.
That's why I was telling you to buy the original, or not to buy the original Xbox, because they have even worse issues than all the 360s, and they have a clock capacitor. I think literally tells the computer what time it is that just kills itself and destroys the whole Xbox.
Well, I've seen custom original Xboxes.
Yeah, you can get them removed, but at that point, like, I would just buy a jailbroken one because they're going through basically the same amount of effort to go inside of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like having the physical console, just to have it, even if I don't play it.
I was saying the original Xbox. I was gonna say though, you probably would want to jailbreak it because I think if you do, maybe you don't even have to. But I thought if you had to, but there's a way that you can play Xbox Live still with people on original Xboxes and emulators. I think.
I seen that video you sent me about Halo 2.
Yeah. But it's cool. Like you could play original matchmaking on those games, unless the servers are explicitly third party and shut down. I don't know about Halo, but like on games that just relied on Xbox Live specifically, I think you can get those to work again. So that's pretty cool.
Console war over.
Yeah, I have no more thoughts. Anyone? Oh, I mean, I have a thought, but who does anyone want to go?
Here comes a thought. Okay. Back to my statement there, Jacob, from earlier. 2K26.
Oh yeah.
NBA 2K26.
Did you buy it?
Twice.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Times
2.
When will bro learn?
Enlighten us. I'd love to know. You're the only one of us that's gonna know how this shit is.
Nope. NBA 2K26 is decent.
Cap 99.
No. 100%. Nope, it's decent. Honest to God,
Better than
honest.
25.
A million times,
Did you see
million
this?
times. Look,
That's
what
cap.
is that,
It's cap.
bro? Okay, it's decent, right? I'm so serious.
So why does it have a mostly negative review on Steam?
That's because it's a computer, motherfucker.
That's true.
There's a bunch of
PC
hackers on
PC
PC,
ports are
bro.
horrific.
Yeah, bro.
Well,
You know what?
explain how
But
it's decent.
notice how that's like the only place with real reviews that you can find, unless you go on like, the websites or whatever.
Nah, bro.
Bro's like,
How is
nah,
it
I don't
decent?
fuck with that review shit personally. it's
Nah,
it's not relevant.
I'm trying to find the. Let me go to my Xbox. I'm gonna tell you what the reviews are real quick on Xbox.
The Xbox. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, they got reviews on this shit.
That's
Look,
crazy.
alright, fucking right
This is
here.
my 4-year-old son. He loves
Uh,
it. He's already very good at
show and
basketball.
store. He's learning very fast.
He's better
They
than
only
I
came
am.
out with the Series X and the PS5, right?
He's gonna
You
grow
said
up to be
what?
like LeBron.
It only came out for the Series X and the PS5,
Yeah, I
right?
think that's most games now.
Yeah.
I don't think
Where in the
I might
fuck?
even be. I don't even know if games like AAA games are coming out for the old consoles anymore.
No.
Unless it's. I mean, I know FIFA came out for the PS2,
Yeah, what the
but until
hell?
2014, so maybe somebody is. But what the fuck, man? FIFA 14 on the PS2?
Yeah, bro. That's where it's at. What are
Sounds
you
kind
talking
of
about?
awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah, bro. What is? I can't. Okay, this is not a good time for my Xbox to want to kill itself.
yeah, I'm pretty much done waiting speech. So like, anyway, the game sucks, and I feel like we're entitled to that
No,
opinion.
no, bro. It's decent.
Why? How is it decent though?
But
You got to
notice
explain
how
it.
he
The
can't.
movement is good. It feels good. The shooting's decent. Pretty good. You know, the builder. It's okay. You know, I didn't say the game was amazing. I said it
Bros,
was decent. It's a lot
bros,
better.
In what
bros
ways?
being held
In
at
what
gunpoint
ways?
in 2K.
In what ways is it
Fuck
better?
you ain't gonna play the goddamn game.
In
Listen here,
in what
buddy.
ways is it better? In what ways does it push boundaries beyond the last game?
Okay, the dribbling is more like
No, I said
2K16 and
boundaries.
2K17.
These are not things that
Well,
were previously unaccomplishable by the developers. They could have nailed this last year. My point is, what boundaries does the game cross? Not the tech. The tech they could have incorporated better fucking rebounding last year if they weren't
I
lazy and had 6 months to make the game. My whole point is not technical hurdles. What boundaries did they achieve? What standout achievements does the new 2K game have compared to the last one?
dude, I said it was decent, not fucking great. I'm not good. This is not Einstein, bro. This is not the fucking GTA 7 on Xbox or
Speech,
something, bro.
speech, but so does it even accomplish any of the things I just said to a decent degree?
The game feels good. It plays good. It shoots good. The movement's good. The rounds, all of that shit.
I have a question though.
It's a basketball game. You understand what technically.
It's just like, nah,
I
bro,
have
we're
no
done.
idea. Bro, is that-
I'm explaining
Mike's
to you.
cutting bro out because the mic recognizes the cap.
Yeah, the mic skit.
Man, this. Man, next
Um,
topic, bro. Y'all the fuck.
y'all see us?
Man, fuck
Oh, you
y'all,
bro is
bro.
being held at gunpoint by
got-
running.
I got a topic. Y'all seen us blow up 11 Venezuelans on a fucking boat? That was.
I heard about
I
that.
You
just
didn't see
heard
the
about it,
video?
yeah.
Oh, there's literally video of it. It came out immediately.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
The UAV operator fucking uploaded that shit to YouTube or some shit. He was just like, look at this. Yeah, there was like 11 Venezuelans packed on a little boat going near the Caribbean, and we were just like, nah, and just blew them up.
I mean, good.
I think
mean,
people were
You think
saying
Biden would have done something like that?
100% not. Trump was. Someone came into Trump's office and was like, "Sir, there's Venezuelans in the boat. Now they're in international water, so we don't really know what they're doing. But
With
there's
drugs.
but they're like, yeah, apparently there's drugs on board. But there's other people saying other things. But they probably heard there's 11 Venezuelans on board. They're on a fucking speedboat. Who the fuck puts drives a speedboat and brings 10 of their friends on one fucking boat. That's insane, for one. So God knows what they were doing. But two, there was apparently drugs on board. And Trump's like,
They were
Trump's like,
smoking
dude,
some pot, bro.
Trump's like, airstrike him. I don't know how it sounds, but I can't do it, but he's just like, airstrike him. I guess he did that. I don't even know if he had to make that call, but somebody
Bro
was just
hit.
like, the appropriate response
Bro,
here.
hit right up the deep end.
The U.S. government was like, the U.S. government was like, the appropriate response here, guys, is a ballistic
Drop a
missile.
nuclear bomb on 'em.
Yeah, there's a fucking tactical nuclear warhead on this fucking speedboat. Like, honestly, I was in favor of intercepting the boat, but we really intercepted it at a very high velocity.
I love how
Second mission of
we
Black Ops
fucking
2, bro.
intercepted the shit out of that
Machine
boat so
guns.
hard it caught
Saving
on fire, bro.
lives.
I love how everything's like calm and quiet, and you just see the boat casually
Yeah,
driving,
they're just
driving through the water. They're just chilling, and then the next frame is just a massive fireball.
It's just
Like,
What
man,
is that?
I love the U.S. government. There's no such thing as overkill to this fucking government. Like, we could have shot them with like we could have flew up in a helicopter, could have did some shit. But like, nah, we need this ballistic missile. And look, granted, it worked. I'm not giving them shit. They got the job done. I'm just
Yeah, I hope so.
yeah, believe it or not, one ballistic missile takes the fuck out of a speedboat. Alright, you're dead as shit. If you get hit with a ballistic missile on a speedboat.
a speech.
I
I
bet-
don't know what.
Yeah, speech.
you're
You're blowing out your mic.
Sorry.
No, don't bring it closer. That's the opposite of what you're supposed to do.
Oh,
Speak over it.
It's still
Don't speak
like-
into it.
okay. All
There
right.
you go.
That better?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was in the air.
Immediately blowing it out. I don't know why when you start rapidly talking, you blow it out. It just there's like too much bass in your voice, and it just kind of modifies.
I can fix it, probably.
Yeah,
that-
take bass out of your voice. If you can, if you have it on the equalizer. I don't know if you have that. Take a little bit of bass, not all the bass, but just like it's like a big quarter, big third. But yeah, we killed the fuck out of those Venezuelans.
What about now?
You sound good.
Okay.
Sounds
All right.
Just don't speak too prominently into the microphone like this, because I think it doesn't like that.
Okay.
I don't think it likes
It's a
that.
sensitive mic. It's okay, baby.
It's a very
I'm
high.
sorry.
It's mic meant for professionals, and I think we have identified the problem. But
Alright, bro. You don't
anyway,
gotta-
anyway. So the whole point is people were saying
Yeah, just
that
stop.
that boat was there was 11 people on it because I tried to see the 11 people. I could only count like 4, but I don't know why. This is 4. I thought I said 5. But people were saying the other 5. I don't know why that was or 6. I don't know. Forget what I said. People were human trafficking victims, which and they were saying that might have been. I don't know how they could have had that and drugs on board because they also said there was drugs on board. But my whole point is somehow there was 11 fucking people on the boat. I don't know why. Maybe
They got bombed.
Maybe there were some people trying to sneak into the country, but I don't know why you need 11 people on a boat for a drug operation. So I truly don't know what they
It
were
was a
doing.
small ass boat.
Yeah, but it was reported 11 dead from that strike, and I was like, what the. There's a lot of people saying that. They're like, where the fuck are the? Because I can only count like 4 or 5 people. My whole question is, what would they be doing anyway if there was 11 people on that boat? What constitutes 11 people on a speedboat trafficking drugs into the country?
I didn't see 11 people.
The
I did.
GTA
Well,
machine-
I
saw
think
that.
some of them were inside of it because they're they're semi-submersible, so there's a second layer kind of down under the water, and there's like a cabin under the hood. So I think that's where the other people were. But there were like 5 that you could see on the back of it, and they got blown the fuck up.
Yeah, so they were transporting drugs, right?
Yeah, I think the drugs were mainly in the boat too, but there must have been some peeking through the roof that they could see. There was shit, but next to them, I couldn't tell what it was. I thought they were people or drugs, or both.
It was just a GTA heist, bro. They were trying to
Yeah,
deliver
they
to the
were
top
they were on the last step of the heist. We came in with the fucking buzzard.
Someone jumped out and drowned, and the mission ended.
Yep.
I think Trump just hit right on the D-pad. That's basically
Look, people are like, honestly, no one's really giving him shit, because people are confused more than anything because they're like, "Holy shit, Trump! That was international waters." But I mean, we know they were Venezuelans, and like, there were 11 people on that fucking boat for some reason. But you mean, like, bro, like they were. Everyone's kind of like, "Yo, holy shit,
No
Trump!"
risk.
Like,
No risk.
you know, Trump just like did that. He had no hesitation. Like people are
You think
kind
the
of
There's Venezuelans on the water.
Venezuelans?
What? Bomb them. It's okay.
Do you think they were expecting that?
no,
No,
100% not.
they looked up and saw a giant fucking missile,
They
bro.
looked like 11 Venezuelans who really did not see that coming.
You think they felt anything?
Their face,
No,
bro, their
well-
face was just like,
Well, maybe the people inside the boat, because if they didn't get immediately blown up, they got incinerated by the fireball that shit created. So maybe them, because they might.
it was just a gas,
there's
bro.
there's a
It was
small
gas.
chance they got cooked alive inside that boat because it caught on fire right after. But other than them, the guy that got hit in the top of the head with a ballistic missile, no, I don't think he felt anything. I think it was pretty quick.
Yeah. He was just sailing on the waters. Next thing he knows, he's talking to
Next-
Kobe Bryant.
Next thing you know, is he's as tall as an ant inside of a boat going 100 miles an hour.
How do we know it was drugs though?
I think because they went up to the boat, sent the Navy in after, and found drugs on board. I don't think the
Yeah,
footage shows
11
it, but
dead
I think they just identified a foreign vessel in international waters that was deemed hostile and blew it up, and then went to the boat and found drugs and 11 dead bodies, which makes sense if that was true.
Well,
The
in
boat
my opinion-
definitely blew up.
yeah.
The job was done. That's all. That's all that
Some
matters
shit
here.
definitely cooked off and blew up, but I don't know.
Something
In my opinion,
Yeah.
I think this country needs more of that.
Yeah,
We need to show our strength
I was
because a lot of
We're
presidents
not
have
afraid to use a ballistic
No, I
missile
was-
on a tiny little boat.
I was unironically playing Battlefield Hardline yesterday. This sounds so random, I know, but hear me out. And I was in a conversation in chat talking to a dude literally about this, and he was calling me a psycho. And listen, no, no.
You'd be right.
But you just called me crazy because I was saying that, like, we were talking about this. I was like, yeah, good, fucking blew him up. Good. Like, said the same thing pretty much. And he was like, you're crazy or whatever. How could you be on board with that? And I was like, I'm on board with any military intervention against cartels. Fuck it. Who likes the cartel, right? And he's like, what do you mean by military intervention? I'm like, fucking airstrikes. Like,
He was a liberal.
yeah, I mean, I don't even see how you could be politically against that. I agree with you, probably. But, like, bro, there were no civilians going 100 miles an hour on that Venezuelan boat through international waters. There was not 11 of them, surely, on one fucking boat. I don't believe that. I do believe there were some no good nicks on that boat. and they got struck with something. But, like, yeah, I don't know. That's fine. Because no one wants to go to war with Mexico. That would suck. That would be like Vietnam. And the second you go to war formally with the country, you rally everyone to fight against you on their side. So if you want to just blow up cartels without declaring war in Mexico, go for it. No, there's no negatives to doing that. But the second Mexico's like, we're declaring war, which I don't think they do. They'd be kind of fucking retarded to declare war in America. They'd find out quickly that they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But
For exactly what
if
just happened.
they did or if we did, that would immediately make the war harder for us, because then all of the people who previously were okay with us going after the cartels are now no longer okay with us invading their whole country. So the war would not be good, because that would mean it would be a tougher fight. But if we're just like, yeah, there's a fucking boat over there, can you like blow it the fuck up every couple weeks? That's fine. Nothing's gonna happen other than that. Like, so I'm on board.
I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, I mean, not for them, but for us.
You're also helping the sharks. You're giving the
That's
sharks
true.
a meal.
The coral reefs,
I
they're gonna
mean-
love that boat. Like, it's gonna
Exactly.
turn into a nice coral reef at the bottom of that.
Hungry, man.
Exactly. See, common sense. It's good that
Those
people have
fish-
common sense.
Good for the environment, bro.
Those
That's
fish
all.
are gonna be hyped as fuck when they actually snort fucking aerosol cocaine in the bottom of the ocean, but they're gonna be all right. Maybe OD on fentanyl, the first fish to ever OD on fentanyl in the ocean. But
That's a little bit stronger food. God damn it! What the fuck was that? God damn it!
yeah, I'm on board. I don't know. There's no negatives to that. Like, it's not like the Venezuelans. But did you guys know? This is so funny. I learned about this right before this all happened, just incidentally. But the last time the Venezuelan Navy, which they tried to like be scary to us, we didn't. I don't even know if they did anything that scared us because I didn't hear about it. But they did something. But before that, I had seen a video, that was talking about the Venezuelan Navy, how they lost a ship battle to a cruise ship that was unarmed. they they tried to stop a cruise ship that was illegally going through Venezuela, and when they went up to it, the cruise ship rammed them and sunk the Navy boat. And then left. and they fucking lost a naval battle to a cruise ship with no guns. So it's like
sumo, bro.
So seriously, there's nothing. Like what if you're Venezuela? What do you do about America just striking you with a ballistic missile on a boat? Like, there's literally no
absolutely
recourse.
nothing.
I mean, even if you wanted to do anything, what can you do? Like, yeah, there's nothing they can do. So fuck it. Yeah, if you want to go kill Maduro with an airstrike, you probably can if you can hit a boat at 100 miles an hour. So go for it. But yeah, I don't know.
How big is Venezuela?
It's not super small. It's a decently sized South American country. It's probably the size of like 4 or 5 states, like Midwestern states. I'll say that. Maybe three to 5 Midwestern states is my call. My whole point is, it's
Yeah,
not
they'd
enough.
be fucked. If yeah, no,
They- like that's what I'm saying. If it would be a lot like the what was when Iraq invaded Kuwait in, like, was it the early 2000s, and we pushed them back in like 2 weeks and basically almost won a war in 2 weeks against what at the time was like the 3rd biggest military in the world. The Iraqi army had like 1 million soldiers, like foot soldiers on the ground, and we invaded them and won in like a couple weeks. And it, not to say that like we're dope, but like I'm kind of saying that like there's not the only countries we probably couldn't easily beat in a war are probably Russia and China, and maybe North Korea, because that we almost won to them once. Well, we could win against North Korea if China didn't get involved, because that's why we didn't beat North Korea. We invaded them in the Korean War. Well, it started, North Korea invaded South Korea, and then they almost won, and then we joined, pushed North Korea all the way back up to the Chinese border, then almost won against them, and then China invaded us and then pushed us back to where it is now. So if China didn't do that, we would have beat North Korea steadily, but that's the issue. We could beat North Korea, but not if China got involved, which is what happened in the first Korean War. But yeah, like literally North Korea and Russia, or I mean not North Korea, China and Russia, and maybe India if they for some reason wanted to fight us.
India.
It would be
India would stand no shot.
No, India, they're actually they wouldn't beat us in like battle, but
You
it
ever had a
would
dream
suck.
that
Because it would be like shut up. It'd be like Vietnam. It'd be like Vietnam if we were fighting 1 billion fucking Vietnamese. Like, that would suck, and they all smell bad. And and like, you don't want that, John. You don't want to fight in fucking India against 1 billion fucking Indians. Like,
they'd be shooting shit out of their guns.
Yeah.
they wouldn't be aiming for
They'd
us.
fucking make you swim in their holy river that they dump the shit in. Yeah. You don't want to fight India, bro. It might sound easy on paper, but when you really get in the trenches, God, hell no. I'd rather fight in Ukraine against 1,000 North Koreans than fucking any Indians, bro.
Oh man, you're telling me.
But yeah,
I've had to deal with him for 4 more years longer than you have. No.
Tell us about the Indians, John.
What'd he say?
So tell us about the Indians, John.
No comment.
You seem like previously.
If you want this podcast to get monetized, no comment.
Listen, John, we have to get like 100 watch hours a week. Like, people watching us for 100 hours a week. We have to have like 1,000 subscribers. You're okay. We're nowhere near that, so we're fine. We're nowhere.
I just don't think it's.
As long as you're not being racist.
Well, that's
where I'm going.
That's where the line is
like, bro, I'm clearly. No, that's fine. That's fair. That's a good retort.
I mean,
yeah. So anyway,
no.
what about the Chinese, John? Could you beat up some Chinese people? You know, could you do that if we invaded China? John, do you? This is a question. You signed the draft in high school, right?
No.
You 100% did. They made you do it. They made every 18-year-old do it. Even you may not have been told that you signed it, but you did. You signed it in high school, at right maybe 11th grade. But it's very brief. It's just one piece of paper that you hit a checkbox and sign, and they give it to you at some point. And I don't know if everyone is informed. They told me that that was what I was signing, and they gave it to all the other kids in my school. They do that. They make you sign up for the draft, but I wouldn't get it anyway. I don't know why they were doing it at my school particularly, because none of us would ever have been drafted at the school. It was for people who had bad grades, delinquents, like disabilities. Like I'm fucking autistic. Like there's no way I'm being drafted. Maybe for like some more. Actually, no, I take that back. They did do that. My great grandfather got drafted. No, he didn't. He joined right before Pearl Harbor, so basically he joined a month before Pearl Harbor, and he was like, "Oh, I probably won't be that bad," and then got drafted into the Pacific. So yeah, it didn't turn out for him, but
You got
like,
spawn camp, bro.
but he was clearly autistic. It probably just wasn't a thing then, so that probably didn't exempt them. But dude figured out Morse code like on his own, just figured it out. He was a technical sergeant. He was like the guy on the airfield managing everyone's ammunition, managing the planes landing, managing the planes leaving. He fought against the Japanese in Papua New Guinea, right in Australia, right above it. Man, that's the worst place to fight the Japanese. That's where they were really, really hungry and not supplied and eating the Marines they captured. You don't want to fight in Papua New Guinea, bro. So my whole point is they drafted motherfuckers like me anyway when they really needed to, and or at least brought them in.
The Venezuelan motherfuckers that were on the boat were drafted.
No, they were some committed drug lords, but they were on their way. They were at high speed, John. That's how you see the commitment. They were really revving the boat. They were showing no mercy to that engine, and that missile showed no mercy to that boat. But yeah. Shit. Forget why I said all that. But
yeah, that was we started talking about India and
yeah, I forget what
beat.
Frankly, I forget what I just said 2 seconds ago in regard to that. But I trust me, it was important. You can trust me.
Venezuelan gang Tren de
Aragua. Yeah.
Which the U.S. designated as a terrorist group in February.
That was who we blew up in that boat, allegedly. I mean, I think I can just say not allegedly because I don't know who's going to prove us wrong. They're going to have to go to the bottom of the ocean probably to prove that. So,
what waters were they in? Were they heading towards like Florida?
They were in the Caribbean.
That's usually where the
they
the
were
drug
going
trade.
north in the Caribbean near what's that? Trinidad and or not Trinidad Trinidad and Tobago. That's what I think that they were near there.
They were probably coming towards Florida.
Yeah, they were going
Scarface,
north. I'm pretty sure they were going in
Scarface
our direction. And it was right after we deployed. It was right after we deployed our Navy there, and like told them like, listen, don't. The whole reason this was all happening, and the whole reason anyone even knows about it, is because Russia a couple of weeks ago was like, hey, America, what happened? How would you feel theoretically, since you have missile bases in Poland and all that? How would you feel theoretically if we, because we sent ships to Venezuela already? So like, what would theoretically, how would you feel if we put missile bases in Venezuela? And America's like, pretty negatively, and and we deployed a bunch of our Navy assets there a couple of weeks ago before all this, and after that, for some reason, they're like, you know what? They're probably bluffing. Let's send a drug boat past their Navy blockade. Surely, it'll be fine. They're just pussies. They're not going to do it, and then they got blown up by a missile. So, that's where we're at. That's the political status of the intervention in Venezuela.
Venezuela, they know they can't do anything.
Well, they just found out firsthand that it's very hard to stop a missile flying out a boat in the middle of the ocean. That is difficult.
Yeah, I'm looking at the size of Venezuela. That's like a pimple on the United States of America's ass.
See, the thing is, the problem with modern war now, and it's happening to Russia right now, and so I forget who said this to me, but it made sense. I think it was a YouTuber, war YouTuber. But my whole point is, Russia, they would have won the war in Ukraine if they could have accomplished their war goals like they almost did in the first week. The first thing Russia did in the Ukraine war was drop paratroopers in the international airport of Kiev in the capital Ukraine, because their goal was to capture the airport and then fly in the rest of their army through the actual airport and then invade the country from the inside. And if they did that, it would have worked because Ukraine wouldn't have been able to stop that flood from happening. But Ukraine retook the airport before that could happen, so that whole plan completely fell apart. And the problem with that is Russia wasn't prepared for a plan B kind of plan. They were fully expecting for that to work, and they weren't really ready to remobilize their troops in a different format to now fight a different kind of war. Because the second that stops and the second that doesn't work, you're now fighting like a World War I style war where it's very slow advances. Everyone's on the front line shooting over at each other. There's no catching each other off guard anymore. Everyone knows we're at war. So
Yeah.
that's the only issue now that I'm realizing with modern war, because the whole reason that can happen, previously that wouldn't have even worked, because either way Russia would have still overcame Ukraine if this was like 100 years ago. But now, since it's so easy for like one dude to stop a shit ton of Russians, like think about it, one guy could have a machine gun, a sniper, an AR, a rocket launcher, and a drone and a bunch of grenades and kill like 35 Russians. So it's
Where's
like
got a war zone loadout.
yeah, like he's just sitting at a fucking desk, like in between all this, flying some fucking drones and blowing people up, and
Speaking of that,
it's hundreds of thousands.
it's
of
funny
people.
because
So I'm sorry, I was just gonna say that's the issue with fighting a war, even with Venezuela. They have the same thing. If we didn't win in like a week, we'd then be fighting the entire population of Venezuela and all the drones and grenades that they can muster, which I think we could handle, but it wouldn't be fun. And I think we would still win. It wouldn't be like all the other wars previous, honestly, because that hasn't really been a thing until the past couple of years.
it's funny because Call of Duty Warzone came out like basically right when the Ukraine and Russia war started happening, and the map is Verdansk
This is
is
before.
basically Russia.
Happened in 2022.
No,
so they were happened before the Ukraine war.
Yeah, so it's just funny that
It is funny,
that's Warzone is like literally what's happening
dude.
in Russia, and Ukraine, and that's where the
Escape
map
from
takes
Tarkov
place.
is literally what's happening in Russia and Ukraine. The whole plot of that game, well, maybe not like the reason why everyone's fighting, but the whole factions in that game, it's a Russian-backed paramilitary group and a Western-backed paramilitary group fighting in the Ukraine area of Russia, like Western Russia. And it's pretty much what's happening. There's Western elements fighting against Russian elements in the western part of Russia and or Ukraine. Like, it's literally the same. So if you play Tarkov, you're like, man, maybe I would be a good Ukraine soldier, and then just get shot in the head. It's like, oh, well, there it is. Like, maybe not.
You like that clip where you get shot in helmet and just die immediately.
Dude, I
when
was
you're entering
playing.
that room.
Yeah, I was playing Arma a couple days ago, and I was like, there was some gunshots a couple hundred meters away. And I was playing in some Ukraine map, and I was like, oh, okay, this is fine. No, I'm probably fine. And then helicopter lands in friendly helicopter. He's fine. He takes off. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was gonna get in, but it was locked. He flew away. I start walking away, and then I get shot in the fucking head by a sniper. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I thought everything was fine.
Just chilling, running, and then all you hear is
No, my screen, it literally goes, you hear the sound of the bullet hitting your helmet and your skull, and your screen cuts to fucking black, and you're looking at a respawn screen. It's like, okay, I guess
what the hell just happened?
you know what happened. You got shot in the fucking head. You can tell.
It's like your life, man.
But yeah, that's my war talk. I don't know. I will go on forever.
Yeah,
We don't stop.
Venezuela, they would be pretty stupid if they decide to do anything. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah, 100%.
Who's going next? Because
Well, that was my
I
final
think
thing.
we've already got
Well,
everyone's already set a topic, right? Kind of.
no.
Speed your topic,
well,
2K.
yeah.
We could go another though. It's fine. Speech. Sorry, cut his
Speech,
topic
what do you
off
got?
early.
We're putting you on the spot.
Late
You
night
read?
snacks. What's your favorite?
Oh God, speech.
Oreos with milk.
I hate you because we just filled up our cabinet, and I was thinking I'm gonna just let that be. I'm gonna have a stockpile. Fuck you. There's Pop-Tarts in there. All right, like that's a
Nice
good one. That's
Pop-Tarts,
probably
bro,
my
with
pick.
a
Is
strawberry?
Pop-Tarts. It's Pop-Tarts.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite flavor, bro?
What's the vibe? Like for right now, what are we trying
2
to?
a.m. at night.
Venezuelan
playing
blood.
Ven- I'm thinking cherry, like cherry. I like cherry. I don't like the crust on cherry. It tastes very bland for some reason sometimes. But that jelly, ooh, and that topping, ooh, and those sprinkles, I like that.
Unfrosted strawberries where it's at.
Yeah, that shit's good.
But
Yo, what's
I
my
mean, favorite late night snack. I mean, nothing
my shit
beats
was lagging too.
Oreos.
Oh, okay. That was just me.
Nothing beats Oreos with milk.
Dude, that's
Oreos
I
and
mean,
milk.
it's
Oreos
so bad for
and
you though,
milk
and
is
I
like
know
the
it.
classic.
Every bit of molecule of that Oreo I know is so bad for me. When I'm eating, I'm just like, this is I can't even have the joy of eating it, John, because I just know how much damage I'm doing to my fucking fat ass. All right, right, like it's a problem. Okay, when you
My personal favorite has always been
John
Oreos
has
with milk.
cursed
And
me.
to be honest with you, I don't think anything comes close.
John, I have been in
What's your favorite
rehabilitation.
speech?
I have been.
Yeah,
Hold
this
on,
is lagging.
hold on. It's
Mhm.
it's okay. It's a more. It's fine. Probably more on my end, so that it'll be fine. But what I was trying to say is, I have been in rehab for so long after you showed me those Oreo milkshakes. Every time I go to Dollar Tree, I don't even look in that aisle. I don't want to know if they're there. You asked me, are they still there? I'm like, I don't know, and I still don't know. I will. Someone want to tell me, they'll have to
I
report
can't
back.
do it.
My liaison will have to inform me whether or not they still sell them at Dollar Tree, because if I see that, I will. My life savings will be gone. I'll have 10 Oreo milkshakes by the end of the night. It'll be a problem. Okay.
I
John
mean,
had
if
them
I
at
had to
his
choose
house,
another one,
and he cursed me.
if I had to choose another one besides Oreos, it'd have to be probably some ice cream. It's probably
That's an issue for me though. I hate the sound.
uh
And then bang.
I'm a
Okay.
simple man. Uh vanilla or I think it's called Neapolitan. It's vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, all three in one.
That's
I
pretty
like
good.
mints, chocolate chip. I mean, I like all ice creams, but to be
I'm not
honest
a
with
big
you,
fan of mints. I ain't lying.
I used to be a huge fan, but it low key you have to get really good mint ice cream, and then it's really good.
if I'm gonna go to the store to get some ice cream, mint is not my first choice.
I
But
like mint.
I'm the type of guy. I'm simple. I'm not gonna go for some like extravagant flavor. I just want something simple. But yeah, speech. What's your favorite late night snack?
Look, I'm on the topic you were just on, ice cream. My favorite flavor. If I'm going, to the store after work, and I need to get some ice cream. I'm one of those dudes. I'm gonna go to the fucking ice cream aisle, and I'm gonna give me some cookies and cream to eat at 2 a.m. at
Fuck
night.
you. Stop telling me this. I forgot that existed until you said it, and now
Cookies and
it's
cream.
an issue.
Cookies and
It's
cream,
really
bro.
good.
So fucking,
It's really good.
I love
Say
it,
your
bro. I
favorite
love
late
it.
night snack.
No, well, that's one of them. If I have it. If I have them also, some honey buns.
Shit, bro. Stop copying me, bro.
I think honey buns are overrated, to be honest
No,
with
they're
you.
not. John, okay,
Bro.
we are gonna have this is gonna be the first time in a while. Me and you fundamentally disagree on something. Okay?
I'm here. I'm listening. I need
Speech
to
is on
listen
my
to it.
side. Do you have any idea how rare this is? This is like Russia and fucking America teaming up right now. Okay, this is unlikely. Okay? Me and Speech are
All right,
usually opposite.
John, state your case.
Yeah, what's your
Go ahead.
you have my disapproval
There's
already.
it's overrated. I mean,
Why?
if I'm gonna go to the gas station, right, and I want a gas station snack, and I see a honey bun, but then right next to the honey bun, I see a Hostess chocolate cupcake. I'm choosing the Hostess chocolate cupcake every single day of the week. The honey bun is just it's too much. It's like it's just it feels like it's
The chocolate cupcake's too much. That's so much fucking chocolate. I don't
but
even
the
like
honey bun
chocolate that much.
too much. It's like I don't like the texture. I don't know.
The
I like honey buns, but it's not my first
Get
choice.
out
so-
of here with this
Now-
texture shit. Look. There's only one man who I will not name. He's not even relevant. And you probably don't even know who it is here. That I will forgive for not liking texture. However, you're not him, and neither one of you are. And
You are not
and-
him.
And I was gonna say I have no sympathy for people who have texture issues because I fucking don't. And I even food I don't like. It is never a complaint about the texture. It used to be when I was a kid. I actually had some today. I couldn't eat squash and I couldn't eat zucchini because it was too soft. Now I literally don't care. So, like, I don't know. The texture is never an issue. There's not, unless it's actually stale or rotten or something that's not supposed to taste the way it is. It doesn't bother me how it is. I like yogurt. I like the whole spectrum.
It's not even like the texture. It's like I like honey, but it's not like.
Well, it's not. It doesn't taste like honey. We all know that.
Now you be getting it with icing or without icing?
You can get it without icing. I've only
Yeah.
ever got it with icing. Which is, I mean, they're both good. I've had.
They sell it
you're
majorly
talking
without
about
icing for
Are you
me.
talking about cinnamon rolls?
Or no, honey buns.
Because cinnamon rolls are more like that. That's more how a honey
Cinnamon
bun
rolls
tastes.
always got fucking.
The cinnamon rolls are
icing on
goated.
it.
They're basically how it's a cinnamon roll is just an unglazed honey bun, pretty much. They're not that different in taste. They're not the same, but they're not that different either.
And it's just a fucking swirl.
Yeah, I'll say
Same
I will
here.
say those are better than honey buns. I do like them,
Yes.
but I like honey buns.
I mean, I like honey buns too, but I'm just not like a huge fan. I've never really been.
Chocolate cookies at night though, I eat the fuck out of those.
These full cheeks. I am a honey bun enjoyer. Okay.
You know, little Debbie, like the oatmeal. That's a
those
good
are
late
good.
answer.
Those are good. Oatmeal
Like
cookies.
oatmeal cookies
they're called
with like
the-
cream
they're-
or whatever.
Yeah, they're called cream
Almost
pies.
cream
It's
pies.
an unfortunate name.
Yeah.
I get them all the time. I've spent at least 20K at Dollar General across the store. Across
Damn.
the street
Literally,
from my
that's a goated.
That's how much she
Probably
charges
for
for
me.
the speech.
Like
She charges you 20K for one. Shit, bro.
No, I'm saying like over my time working.
You meant the food. You meant the food. My bad.
if I had to create a top
The
three,
what?
top three late night, it'd have to be Oreos, ice cream, and then the oatmeal cookies.
Yeah, they're
That's
all
gotta be-
terrible for you, but I agree.
The
Although
Vienna
honey buns
fingers
up there
are
for me.
good. Vienna fingers are good. I've never really been that big of a fan of Chips Ahoy, Chewy.
They're in
To be honest,
I
with you.
like the crunchy ones.
I
Y'all
like the
know
crunchy ones too, but the chewy ones
yeah.
I don't really like.
I
too
love
much.
chewy ones.
I feel honestly, the chewy ones, if you warm them up for like literally 15 seconds, like not before they melt, they're pretty good. But having them kind
Y'all
of
try
cold,
Danishes?
yeah, those are really good.
Yeah.
You warm those up too? Those are good.
What's the fucking what are the they're like those, but they come in slices and they have cream inside of them, and they're fucking
The zebra cakes?
I know what
No,
you're
they're
talking
way nicer than that.
Chocolate, right?
No, no, it's it's not called an enclave. That's a word, but it's sounds like that.
They come like a little circle.
No. There comes. It's you get them at like pastries. It's not like a. It's not. It's more.
Cannoli?
Almost dropped my mouse. Shit.
Cannolis?
Let me look this up on my phone. I'm trying.
Is it cannoli?
An eclair? Is that what it's called? Fuck. What are they called?
I'm telling you, you're probably thinking about cannolis.
No, I'm not. Unless they are this. Yeah, it's called an eclair. Search up ECLAIR.
I know what eclair.
Those are so fucking good.
Yeah, eclairs. Yeah, I enjoy eclairs.
Those are irresistible when I see them. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, if we're being real, I don't really think there's any bad like snack. Like if it's bad for you, like when I say snack, I mean something that's like bad for you, like sugary snacks. I don't think there's like
honestly,
a single
John,
bad. one
the only one that we've talked about that I probably like the least is the one that you prioritize, the Hostess
Those
cake.
are fire. Those are fire.
They're way too much chocolate, and I have to brush my teeth immediately after I eat one because I look like I
Y'all
just
ever had
fucking, like fell in some mud or some shit. Like,
Y'all ever had a whatchamacallit?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
am I being
You
trolled?
guys had a
Am I being trolled?
No, that's like that's a bar, that's a candy. That's
I thought I
100%
was
candy.
being trolled. That's why I said yeah, I have. But I don't know what you're talking about. If it's
No,
actually a real
they
thing.
sell
No,
that's a real thing.
She's right. It's called. It's literally. It's spelled phonetically. It's called.
Oh, I see it.
Call it, and I've never had one.
I don't think they sell those in Massachusetts because I've never seen that in my
I
entire
haven't
life.
either. I've heard about it, but I've never seen one.
No, that's a North Carolina thing. I actually ain't even had one, but I was just seeing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've never seen these in Massachusetts.
You know what's
have
so
you?
sad?
I
You
haven't.
know how much of a child I was, John. I was not a candy connoisseur. Even lesser a chocolate connoisseur. But my dad, we were at, it was before I met you, but that mall you and my dad went to, and I said the no Russian joke at.
Remember, no Russian.
That mall, I had went with him once before, and he was like, "You want a payday bar?" And I'm like, "From the game?" And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? I have never heard of it." And yeah, I was wrong. Unfortunately, I might as well have said John Wick from Fortnite. Like, it's pretty much what.
You might as well have slapped me in the face.
Pretty much what I did. And I'm so thankful he had no idea what the payday game was, because he would have been so disappointed in me if he knew what that was. He'd have been like, "What the fuck? You fucking retarded!" Like, so, I was unscathed emotionally, but it could have been worse.
Yeah, late night snacks are they're
Speaking of
good, but I try
snacking-
and limit myself now. I'm eating healthier.
Speaking
I
of
feel-
snacking, someone's trying
feel
to
it.
hide it right now. I can see them fucking chewing and going up at the bottom.
I
of the webcam.
I was eating earlier a snack. I was having some pumpkin, like a pumpkin
Dude.
pound cake.
My mom made fucking roasted potatoes, but she did roasted sweet potatoes. Oh my god, that might as well be candy. I love sweet
kidding.
potatoes. I love all potatoes.
I hate 'em.
potatoes. I wish I had a gun. That's what I want.
Don't worry, he'd still be held at gunpoint for saying that
Speech,
2K20.
In 3 years, when my armory is built up and I become a gun YouTuber for some reason, I'm coming for you for that opinion. Okay? Because potatoes of
alright.
any kind are good, unless they're the poisonous ones from Minecraft. I'd appreciate not giving you one of those.
Oh no, I'm talking
I-
about. I like French fries and stuff. I just hate sweet potatoes.
I used to not like them either, but you gotta have
Hey, look,
good sweet potatoes. It's good.
I'm kind of on Speech's side. I don't mind sweet potatoes. I think they're okay,
I
but
don't
it
like
wouldn't
them
be my
more than normal.
choice.
Listen, she had normal roasted potatoes and roasted sweet potatoes. I love them both, but I did like the normal ones more. However, those sweet potatoes are so sweet. It's crazy to me that this is a fucking vegetable. I'm pretty sure they're vegetables for potatoes.
best
Um,
form of potatoes. Go.
The best format of potatoes.
We said
Probably roasted. But
Shouldn't
the
even-
roasted potatoes are so fucking delicious. I
No,
have to
no,
admit.
like for me, it's French fries. I mean, there's no.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
You mean
Yeah, me
best
too.
food made from potatoes?
Like form of
Yeah,
potatoes.
French
How
fries,
many? Fucking
potato
hash
wedges, French
browns,
fries,
hash
something.
browns.
Oh
Hash browns are good.
Hash browns are really good.
God,
French
There
fries.
were delusional kids we had hash browns at school. We had really good breakfasts at my high school. There were delusional kids who would be like, "Oh, I don't want the hash browns. They're so gross." I'm like, "Are you fucking stupid? Are you
Hash
actually?"
browns are fire.
I
I
would
actually
ask
might have
them,
to agree with you on that one. That's
Yeah, people would be
because
like,
French fries are good, but like I think yeah.
People would
hash
get
browns
their food
yeah.
and leave out the hash browns, and I'd see them about to go throw it away. I'm like, "Yo, bro,
Yeah.
can I have that?"
let me get
McDonald's hash brown.
Yo, can
let me
you
get
not
that real
fucking
quick,
dispose of that fine piece of art right there and let me have it? Okay,
Let me get that, please, bro.
Nah,
Come on
I'm the
now.
type of person I'll tackle you before that shit goes in the trash can. Get up with it! Give me the fucking hash brown!
Give me the goddamn shitter. You're going to jail, you motherfucker.
I'm gonna fucking
If bro ever
Ronald
becomes a
McDonald beat
cop,
your ass.
if bro ever becomes a cop, he's gonna pull people over and be like, license and hash brown, please.
I already know your car's
License any
registered.
snacks
I'm
you
just
have in the
fucking
vehicle,
hungry, you
please?
know. I saw
didn't
you.
even think
I
of
saw you
it.
just pull out a McDonald's. I have a gun, so that's probably mine now. But
I think I might
Hey,
have to agree with you.
Cud, you got any snacks in
Hey.
here?
Uh,
You got any
hey,
food I
you
can
You
have?
see that McDonald's? Hey, this is a Smith and Wesson. Hey,
Hey,
maybe these
let me
two
get that
can
motherfucking bag right
combine,
now.
and I can leave with some McDonald's.
I think French
You
fries
can
are
live,
the
and I
most-
got some food.
I think French fries are easily the most popular form of potatoes, but I think the best is definitely hash browns.
Yeah, that's just
That didn't even cross my mind at
superb
first.
opinion. You're welcome.
I mean,
Um,
potato chips are good too, but they're nowhere near hash browns.
No, hash
if I'm
browns
being
are
honest with
amazing.
you.
That's another.
I
layer
like
of
potato chips, but like I'm not gonna in
What's your
terms of
favorite
like
chips?
Doritos
What?
Fuck you.
Those aren't even
or
really
Doritos.
potato chips.
I don't
Dorito-
even like
okay,
Doritos,
okay.
bruh.
No, he said chips, not potato chips.
I thought that's what he meant.
Not just chips
Um,
in general, Funyuns, Doritos.
I mean,
Tackies.
it's between gross. It's
I
between
love their I love
red.
some of them.
It's
I love
between
them too, I
classic
ain't
red
gonna lie.
Doritos
John,
or
you would have been bullied in my elementary school for that opinion because I had a Hispanic elementary school, and for some reason all the kids wanted Takis, and it was like a form of currency. That and those bracelets that custom bracelets people made. If you were one of those people, you had all the fucking mechanical pencils and Takis you could ever want, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Okay, but
You had
Takis,
aura, bro.
I learned from that experience, are really really fun to eat. They're the most engaging chip. There's some of them that suck. The green one tastes horrific.
They're fucking shit, bro.
The purple
I asked
one
my
is
mom
pretty
one
hype.
day,
I kind of like it, but the classic ones are the best.
You guys are
and
crazy.
the blue ones are
Why
pretty.
would you want to put
too.
your
I don't
mouth
like the
through
blue
hurt
ones.
like
I love
torture?
spicy
I like
things,
the blue
John.
ones,
I
too.
love spice.
know.
Give me all the spice. I remember one time I had this mentor when I was like 13, and we went out to the spicy chicken restaurant. This like boutique spicy chicken restaurant. Oh my god, I need to go there with you, John. I need to find out where this was because it was amazing. Actually, you wouldn't like it. I don't know what I'm saying. My whole point is, it was spicy chicken.
No, I like spicy, but that's not my first choice. I'm not gonna put my mouth through torture.
This is what I
I
opted
will.
for in this case. We went to this spicy chicken place, and they were like, all right, so we have a scale of spicy. I'm like, I want the most spicy chicken, and they're like,
That's what I get too,
and
bro.
they're like, well, it's pretty spicy. I'm like, well, do people enjoy eating it? And
Get
they're
out,
like,
fucking ass!
and I'm like, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, then I want it. And yeah, it was great. It was incredibly spicy though. When I put my fork in and went to put it in my mouth, I breathed in some of that spicy air through my nose and started coughing so much. I was, oh my god, that's so spicy.
I got to
I
say,
loved it though. It was great.
Sun chips, cheddar sun chips, the orange bag. There was a fire. Definitely
They just don't do
either
a
that
number
or
on
red
me, man.
Doritos.
It's just too much salt. Like I don't want that much salt. It's all salt to me.
It's definitely either that or red Doritos for me.
My top 3: Funyuns, Ruffles,
alright.
Ooh.
sour cream.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Ruffles are fire.
Which
The
one?
cheddar,
Which one?
cheddar
No,
Ruffles and the
no.
sour cream Ruffles.
Which
fire.
one's better, John?
Right.
Which one's better? Sour cream or ruffle? Or I mean, cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese.
You're wrong.
I'm not.
You're wrong. The cheddar cheese is so fucking dirty. The second
Bro, you can
eat
get the
a
cheese
half
too,
a
bro.
bag
Get
of Ruffles cheddar
jalapeno cheese, bro.
It looks like you fucking murdered the fucking like the Big Bird. It looks like you fucking bludgeoned Big Bird to death. Your hands are covered in fucking cheese. Okay,
Bro.
The reason the sour cream and onion ones are better is because you don't walk away looking like you just shoved your hand into a fucking block of cheese. Okay, and they taste better. So,
Bro, but the same thing happens with Takis.
Hey.
okay, but that's different. Okay, that's spicy. that's the different comparison. They're not the same kind of chip.
Yeah.
I just for
That's
me
a
it's
different vibe,
those
John.
are
You
easy,
don't have-
easy
You have
top
you
two.
don't assign vibes to your chips. You don't Takis aren't let me snack on chip. That's a chip that you eat in front of your friend to show a level of dominance and testosterone and masculinity. Okay, you go and look. This is a chip that will make me slightly displeasured, but I'm eating it anyway.
You still feel something from Takis, bro? You're
Well, only after I eat like a whole bag of them and I look like my face is purple from the purple flavor. Yeah, then that's pretty spicy. But
All right, can we all agree that Fritos is the worst chip?
yeah, it tastes literally like gasoline was in proximity to my chip bag.
Whenever we get like a mixed, the mixed bag of chips that they sell at the stores with like a variety of different
yeah.
Yeah, with
brands in
boxes,
there.
tons of
The
Fritos.
Fritos are
This is a-
always the
This
ones
is a
that are
fucking
left over.
conspiracy. They are flooding the fucking Fritos into these variety packs and trying to sneak it on us. Okay, we notice. You're not fucking sly. Okay,
The Fritos are
there's
always
2
the last
Cheetos.
ones to be there.
There's like 1 Lay's and 8 Frito bags. Okay, we can tell. Okay, I thought this was just me, John. You opened my eyes. This is a this is a
Cheetos,
statewide conspiracy.
Did
At
you
the very
love
least.
Fritos?
I love Cheetos, bro.
No, Fritos.
No, Fritos.
No, y'all-
Fritos.
You said Fritos and Cheetos. Did you not?
No,
No,
that's
I
Fritos.
said Fritos.
I thought you
Cheetos
said
are good.
And Fritos. I love Cheetos. Crunchy or puffs or like,
I like the puffs more because they're
bro.
just,
I like
they're-
crunchy.
They're just more bang for your buck.
I love crunchy, bro.
Oh no, I was talking about the big puffy crunchy ones. I thought they had puffy and crunchy ones.
I'm talking about the small ones.
Oh,
You're talking about you eating puffs. You talking about the
I'm talking
big
about
fucking.
I'm talking about the GMO induced, Cheeto puffs. The ones that look like they are bodybuilders before they got Cheetoized.
Yeah.
That's what
I like the smaller crunchy ones.
What was
Like the small.
Was it a picture of John F. Kennedy and no, it's Jesus Christ. There was a Cheeto that looked like Jesus Christ that sold for like $20,000, I think, something like that, on eBay. so some
Imagine
some
if it
famous
fell and
figure.
broke.
Yeah, I mean for
Hey,
me,
bro,
it's-
Cheetos can make you rich, bro. Come on now.
It's true.
if I had a top 3, off the top of my head, in no particular order aside from the top two. It's got to be the top two. Has got to be Doritos,
Wrong.
red Doritos,
Wrong.
the cheddar sun chips, and then
Blue, in my opinion.
if I
But
if I had
I
a
like that blue.
if I had to pick a third one, if I had to pick a third, original, no ridges, original Pringles, just straight potato Pringles, no ridges, fire,
You have displeased at least one of us. And look,
fire.
your opinions aren't bad. Oh,
Fucking Pringles, god damn it, bro.
look, his opinion
Pringles are
is
fire.
subjective. Look, John, listen, I'm about to lay up on your opinion. I'm sorry. Okay? Look, I'm about to lay it real simple. Speech was kind of on the ball. Sour cream ruffles. Okay. Takis. Cape Cod chips.
Cape Cod chips are fire.
Cape Cod chips. Those are some amazing potato chips. And that's my top 3. I have nothing further to
Well,
say.
if you want cheese with Ruffles, bro, you get jalapeno cheese, bro.
Yeah, that's
Get
what
the
I'm saying.
dip.
Jalapeno. That's disgusting. I'm just not a big spice guy.
We are becoming more
I'm
and more
just not a
distant
big
friends by
spice
the
guy.
second.
I'm just not a big
John,
spice
you
guy.
are
I
too
never
white.
was.
If you lived in Dorchester for as long as I did, you would have come to accept it that every
I'm
restaurant in a
just,
20-mile radius had spicy food.
I'm just not a big spice guy. I never have been. It's not
No,
my first
I
choice.
wasn't until I lived in Boston. Honestly, I'm being serious. When I moved to Dorchester when I was a kid, one of the first places we got was spicy food, and I had never had spicy food at this point, like ever. They're like, "Oh, it's spicy rice. Be careful." And I was like, "Oh my god!" I was terrified. And then I ate it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this sensation! I love spice. I want more of this." And then ever since, every time there's been spicy stuff, I'm like, "Give me the tip top spice, the tip top pleasurable spice."
See,
I don't want a ghost pepper, although I did eat a natural jalapeno pepper one time, like in whole in its entirety, and that was pretty spicy. But
Yeah.
I shit my pants later. Not pants. I'm kidding. I shit the toilet. That's for sure. Don't do that unless you want to clear your bowels.
What's your
Bro,
top 3?
I ate a jalapeno and then I had to drive home with it being hot and I was sweating.
Oh my god! Wait, an actual
I was
pepper?
suffering. Yeah, the actual whole thing.
Okay, I'm saying but to be real, I got one fresh out of a garden. I'm talking fresh.
Yeah, me too.
They had a jalapeno garden. I was like, for real? Give me that. They're like, do you
I
want
got
one? I'm
literally
like,
a whole
fuck yeah.
bag
They were
of
like, do you
them.
want a
I grabbed
jalapeno?
one
I'm
with my
like,
hands.
hell yes, I want a jalapeno, an actual one, and it tasted great. They are very spicy though, but they're really good.
Yeah.
Speaking of the John, I have to hit the John. Give me about
Ooh.
like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Be right back. Carry the conversation if you want.
Shit. Shit. I wasn't. He caught me.
Man.
He caught me off
What do you
guard, bro.
Wait,
So
low-key.
I was gonna say, what do you think? Have you been buying any more PC parts, or have you been plateauing
No.
on what you got?
I think I'm good
What
right
do
now.
you have? What
What I
CPU
got?
you got?
Ryzen 7 7800 X3D.
Oh shit, you gaming? You gaming?
64 gigs, 3 terabytes of storage.
Oh, did
You know.
did we ever clock your RAM back up?
No.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
We should do
Although
that.
if I did buy anything, I need some new fans. Cause my Thermaltake fucking fans, I don't know. I can't make it work. I ain't gonna lie.
About the RGB.
Yeah, I don't. I think it was missing a hub when it came or something.
Yeah, I don't fuck with RGB. The next case I get, it's not even gonna have a clear side panel if I can choose it. I don't want to see the inside of my computer unless it looks especially cool. But I only want to see what I'm taking it apart.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just want to shove it somewhere. But shit. Yeah, dude, I had no fucking topics this week. I swear everything I consume is just really nerdy shit that isn't necessarily a topic. It's just a subject. Like, bro, the idea that we, bro, could be doing airstrikes in Mexico. How on board are you with that? I'm gonna ask you this, as a person who probably doesn't have that big of an opinion. If America was like, look, we can't declare war on Mexico because that would suck for both sides. No one wants a big war, but we will potentially, maybe, hypothetically, and this is kind of their actual opinion, hypothetically, send in some special forces guys, kidnap some cartel bosses, airstrike them, blow them up at cartel bases. Like,
It kind of sounds like a war to me.
yeah, sure, I agree, but the difference is that we aren't being attacked and they are, right? And
You mean the things that start a war?
well, that's the other thing. Does Mexico want to declare war on the United States? Think about it. Think of the person whose role it is to declare war on us. How big of a decision that might be for them to declare war on the biggest country in the world, or the biggest military in the world, who borders you, who really wants to do something about your whole cartel problem. Would you declare war on them, or would you be terrified? Because I would probably be scared, and to just being like, okay, America, listen, like, we don't want a war, but we also can't stop you from airstriking them. So like, that's what I hope happens. Because straight up, if it's like the Middle East, because look, we lost those wars in the Middle East. We sucked fighting over there. However, one thing you cannot say, we did not miss any of those fucking terrorists with ballistic missiles from those drones. Okay, we hit every shot. Okay, so if that's what we're trying to do instead, if we're not sending in soldiers and we're just blowing them up with Xbox controllers with a 100% success rate, then fuck it, who cares? Like, as long as, like, I'm not saying I don't feel bad for Mexicans, but ideally, no one innocent is being affected, because these cartels usually aren't. It's not like the Middle East where everyone's like kind of close together and shit. Like, the cartels are usually in the woods. They have their own compounds. They have their own drug labs. I'm not really.
I don't feel bad one bit for actually.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, I don't feel bad
worried.
one bit for Mexicans. They gotta get out of the country.
Oh, I'm not saying that, John. I was saying when it comes to like drone striking, like Mexico and like cartels, because I was saying it shouldn't affect us at all, because if we're not going to war, like I was telling you, then they aren't gonna be able to attack. And I was saying that's not that I don't feel bad, but like, ideally you're not striking civilians. Cartels, it isn't like the Middle East anyway. Like, if you're gonna try and get away with drone strikes in Mexico, compared to the Middle East, where there's a lot of gatherings, there's a lot of integration with civilians on like those, like Al Qaeda. The people who were around them liked them, even the civilians in their circle. So like, if you were trying to kill one of those guys, you might end up killing some civilians who were kind of in proximity to him also. With cartels, not really. It's just a bunch of fucking militants robbing people who have their own little stations and their own drug labs and their own outposts. Like, if you hit that with a missile, what civilians are affected by that?
No one.
That's what I'm saying. So who ultimately, airstriking Mexico only hurts the cartels, and it doesn't even hurt anyone else. I hope. If we start attacking targets that are like densely populated, then I'm not on board, because it's like, okay, well, that's a whole different method of warfare. But
yeah,
if you are just doing precision strikes on these compounds, like we do with ISIS in the Middle East, I don't think we killed a lot of civilians killing ISIS. I think it may be a couple who just happened to be in the area, but they were similarly like this, different than the other groups, like Al Qaeda, who like were in Iraq and all over the place. ISIS was very, very radicalized, so everyone in their circle was usually ISIS, and it was, I mean, it is fucked up. But the way we would strike them is, since they were all ISIS, we'd find them at social gatherings like weddings or fucking funerals, where they're at a funeral and then they get airstriked. Like, it's yeah. So all I'm saying is, but even in the situations, those are not civilian casualties. They're still ISIS dudes who just, I mean, they go to funerals too, It doesn't make them not part of ISIS, but yeah. So I don't know. If it's shit like that, I don't really care. As long as we're not doing what fucking Israel's doing, where we're just like, yeah, let's blow up this entire city block. Fuck it. Like, they aren't
a little bit of tomfoolery
fair.
Here and there.
They aren't fighting fair. They're just like, guys, how big of a bomb can we blow up this neighborhood with?
1 through 5. How much damage do you think this would cause? 5. Okay,
that's why I look at it that way, because we aren't doing what they're doing. We aren't trying to, and I feel like that kind of sets the standard of what not to do in a way. And as long as we aren't doing that, then I think we're good. So far, I feel like that's right. I'm dead ass. I mean, the way they're fighting war is fucked up. I don't know. We did that in World War II. We stopped because we killed a bunch of civilians.
I have a topic. When's the last time? Well, this isn't the topic, but I'm just asking a question. When's the last time you guys have been to the theaters?
Like probably 6 years ago. It's been a long time. Maybe.
Okay, so I was gonna say why going to the movie theaters is annoying now, but if you guys don't,
I was gonna go in December to watch the second Final Fantasy
I don't know.
movie.
I would like to know. I have no concept.
I mean, is just assholes, people talking, not having respect for other people.
It depends on the movie.
I haven't really dealt with that, to be honest.
No, it doesn't.
Movie. I think it does.
Shut up at the movies.
If I'm watching like a shitty horror movie, which is what I was there watching the last time. It was some goofy horror movie. I don't care if people are talking. I'm not. There's no way for me to be fully engaged in this movie anyway. So I'm not really.
I'm a
I
big
don't
if
care.
you're talking during the movie, you need to shut the fuck up.
It
Like,
depends on the movie. If it's like if it's not, if dialogue's not that centric, if it's like an action movie with like cheesy one-liners and big explosions, I don't care. I'm not. I don't. There isn't a thing that this dude's gonna say in this movie that's gonna encapsulate me anyway. So I don't care if I miss it. I'm more there for the vibe.
yeah, but it's more about respect
To who?
than anything to all the people that are sitting around you.
Yeah, but I
Because
feel like
some
that's
people
not
might have the opinion of me where no matter what type of movie it is,
most.
you know,
I have that opinion at certain kinds of movies. That's the thing. The only way to differentiate someone between me and you, like on paper,
Is if you want to watch it or not,
is to
actually.
well, I'm not saying that. Like John, there's no way to prevent someone like me from upsetting you, but there is a way from someone like you from upsetting me. If you just go and watch a serious movie, then I'm not gonna bother you. But if you're watching something comedic, there's gonna be more commentary outside the movie more than likely. That's how you make it comedic. Because a lot of these movies, granted, aren't really that funny. A lot of the time, it's more just the experience you have sharing with people that
yeah,
makes it funny. But if I'm watching like some psychological thriller horror movie, some Oppenheimer, yeah, shut the fuck up. But
yeah.
like,
I mean, I kind of understand what you're saying, but I'm just more of
Yeah.
a like you like I don't care what type of movie it is, that you just need to shut your mouth because it's not even about like the dialogue of the movie, even if it matters or if it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that when you talk, you're just interrupting.
yeah,
Like,
but that's the point of the theater. If that's how you feel, go watch it at home. That's the advantage to the modern day is that you don't have to watch something in a public setting. You can make a home theater for relatively cheap in comparison to what it used to be.
I just think like I'll talk, but I'll whisper.
I mean,
My
yeah,
thing is,
I'm not like
in like,
talking like,
if
"Hey, everyone, I
yeah,
am
no,
whispering."
that's what I mean. I mean like whispering. I don't care. You can whisper all you want as long as you're not being disruptive with it. But if you're like full on talking like I am right now at a
Yeah,
full
but
on
I've never seen that. I've been to the movies a lot of times.
oh, I have.
I've never seen that.
It happens all the time, and people on their phones too. Like
I
that's just
went to the
I
movies
always
more
put
as a
my
kid
phone
though.
on silence
I
before the movie
remember I don't even my phone's usually completely off. I was gonna say I unless I'm worried or something, but the last times I went to the movies consistently, I was like actually in elementary school, and back then I don't even think like the kids were like that. I think generally people were watching the movie and listening.
Yeah, no, I mean, it really honestly is dependent on the area too, because you
This was
know,
like the Waltham area, like so
yeah, the
just to make
theater
sure.
that I go to a lot is AMC in Framingham, and there's a lot of just like trash people down there that don't respect other people's, you know, so it's like they'll be talking during the movie or chewing their food loudly and just being obnoxious and it's like shut the fuck up. Like I mean
Yeah.
it's we're all paying customers at the end of the day. We all pay the same price to get in here. Everyone wants to have the same experience and you're ruining that experience by talking loudly or being on your phone. I just think it's rude and I think it boils down to the fact that it should be human decency to respect others while you're in the theater because like I said, I don't mind if you're whispering and talking, but if
Yeah,
you're like physically like actually being loud and using your phone and stuff, like basically like you're oblivious that there's other people around you paying people that paid to
it's
see this.
I agree.
That's why I think it's annoying in terms of that aspect. And that's just for attending and watching the movie. That doesn't even include anything
A
like
big
the
part.
cleanliness of the bathrooms and the candy being overpriced.
Yeah, I was just saying that a big part about not disturbing people at the movie is cultivating the crowd. Like when I've been there to watch horror movies before, and everyone is riled up and disappointed and happy and and sad by the same things. So you can play around that. Like if you want to talk in a certain scene, you can kind of I don't know break down what you've witnessed. Okay, there was a thrilling scene then. Now it's a little bit of dialogue. You know this and that. You can almost break down in the moment. Okay, this is a good time to talk. This is a good time to do this. This is a good time to do that. If I'm not watching the movie, but if you don't do that and you're just watching obliviously and then just go on your phone and then just start talking, you're more than likely not even paying attention to the movie itself anyway. So those
That's
people, I don't even know why they're there. at all watching a movie if they're not engaged with it. But I don't think that's the movie theater's fault. I think that's just a stupid person issue because they're going to the movies to then not. It's like an iPad kid going to the movies and then playing Roblox for the whole fucking movie. It's like, what? Why did you come here? Like,
Another annoying thing too
just stupid
is
people.
the parents that bring their 2-year-olds into adult movies and they won't shut up and stop crying throughout the whole movie. It's like, bro, hire a baby.
Priorities
Like-
are not straight in that family. Yeah, let me go watch a movie at an IMAX theater and spend a bunch of money on that ticket, but I don't have enough money for a babysitter. It's like you could have
so-
probably bought a babysitter.
It's gotten really bad. Like I go to the theaters often, and I don't know about use speech, but it's
You know where he's
I don't
at?
like
Oh,
yeah.
speech, how often do you even see a fucking town?
I actually want to ask
Bro
y'all
lives in
that.
the Wild West.
I wanted to ask y'all that. How close is y'all's movie theater?
10 minutes
Yeah,
away.
his is gonna be closer than mine.
But that theater is shit.
My-
It's run down
a
and
good
gross.
theater, probably 20 minutes, maybe 25 if it's high traffic. But if I'm
Bro's
trying,
back.
if I'm trying to go into Boston, see, this is the thing you don't understand, speech. I don't live in the inner city. If I lived in the inner city, it would probably take as long as it does for you. But I'm going 1/10 the distance. It's just so much traffic. But
All right, y'all take a guess. How long do you think it takes me?
I'm gonna let John
45
go.
minutes.
I'm gonna let John go first because I don't think he has any perspective of where you're at.
45 minutes.
Now you, Jacob?
I'm gonna say an hour and 15.
We're gonna figure this out right now.
Because John, I don't know if you're aware, but you ever seen the Modern Warfare 2 map Wasteland?
Yeah.
We're nearing that, kind of.
You know what?
Kinda.
Actually, not too bad. 35 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was closer.
Damn, I thought you were way further out than that.
Me too.
Do you mind saying where you're closest to? Was that a major city?
Yeah.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
I don't think Raleigh, unless I'm wrong. I don't know. Who knows? Theoretically,
Oh, oh no.
what city is that?
Well,
It doesn't. I mean, I don't know.
it's
I'll
not
bleep it,
like
bro. I just want to know for myself. Oh, okay. I'll bleep your whole face. It's all right. Blackout. No one knows.
Charlotte.
Ballistic
It's like
missiles headed to your location right now.
Yeah. Well, that's cool though. That's cool because that's a cool city. You know, some greats have come from there. I'm not gonna get into specifics because that really narrows it down. But, you know, a great city. And believe it or not,
yeah, man.
John's gonna know what I'm talking about. But that one relevant album, you know, was it your mom?
About 5 minutes away.
Yeah, his mom lived 5 minutes away from that specific location.
That's really cool.
Probably less actually.
Yeah, the one that I'm
Yeah.
staring at right now.
That's awesome.
Does he have a poster of
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah, I think I think going to the theaters now is annoying if it's not in a snobby area, if you know what I mean by that. Like there's one that's about
Thanks for calling Walthamstown. No, I'm kidding.
there's one that's about like 45 50 minutes away from me, and it's really really nice. I was just there this past weekend to see Jaws. Littleton,
Oh.
which
also
is basically in the middle of nowhere.
shout out to local legend John Wall.
Do you need me to bleep that too?
Shout out to John Wall. You know, came and fed, bro.
he's a good
Fuck it,
player,
I
but
don't know.
John Wall is not worthy of being talked about on the podcast.
Okay, you know what? All right, buddy.
Wow. No,
I think-
engage in
okay.
this beef. That's so funny. As sometimes an outsider, this is hilarious rivalry to me.
John Wall was a great player, but he never won anything. What did he win?
Yes, but he never won anything. He never did. Never.
I mean,
Never.
I'm not denying that.
I don't know. I'm just saying what he said.
He's a great player, but I don't know, like
Yeah.
Do you think John Wall is the be all end all, or you just like him because he's from?
No, I mean, just like him, you know.
Okay, no, that's
He's-
understandable.
You
I
know,
thought you meant he.
actually, I, I'm curious to know. Guess who my favorite player of all time is?
Larry Bird.
Your
You can
favorite player of all time is Alonzo Mourning.
Okay, just because my team's the Hornets.
What's LeBron's
Duh.
son's name?
Bronny.
Is Bronny? Is your favorite?
Or well, yeah, I guess Bronny.
Oh, you guessed Bronny. He's your favorite.
Chris Paul.
No, no.
LeBron's my favorite.
I'm
Too.
gonna
My favorite.
yeah, I'm gonna keep guessing. Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
You do know that
I'm Homer.
Chris Paul didn't Chris Paul didn't play for my Hornets.
Yeah, I know.
That's
but
okay. All right. Okay. All right.
you know,
All right. Just gotta make sure there. You know, that's the Pelicans. You know,
Wait, what was the criteria for this person? His favorite?
just my favorite. My favorite
can you give us some
basketball player
hints?
of all time.
Because I'd know if you give me hints.
He is 6'3".
Steph Curry.
Well, there's a lot of
I
dudes
don't
in
know
the
how tall he
NBA
is.
that are 6'3".
I'm
You
gonna
got to
say
break it
Steph
down.
Curry.
What
I don't know how
era
tall he
did
is.
he play in?
Not a very lethal 3-point shooter.
What eras did he play in?
Era.
He's recent. You know, 2007. Pretty sure. I think.
See, I don't know, like heights. Like I'm not. I know, like
drafted around 2007, around there.
What position is he? Because that would probably
Point guard, 6'3".
maybe. I don't
You know, he can dunk. You know. This is very obscure. This is a very obscure favorite player of all time, so I'm not gonna be shocked if you don't get this.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Do you think Kareem is 6'3"?
Yeah, sure, man.
Did he play? Did he play for multiple teams, or did he play for one team for his whole career?
It's multiple teams.
And he said,
But-
if it's an obscure player, I know if you mention the name, I'll know who it is because I'm very well rounded with player names because I've also played 2K for almost half my life. But
I'm sorry.
I mean, there's so many obscure players in the NBA.
Slashing playmaker, fast pull up midi.
just look.
Russell Westbrook.
It's
Really?
not obscure.
Damn, wait.
Russell Westbrook is an
I
NBA
know
legend.
who that is. Like that was one of out of the 15 NBA
Wait,
names I know.
I'm-
That was one of them, and I was just gonna start listing them off. I would have got it
Bro
right.
said obscure. Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I know.
Russell
who that is.
Westbrook.
I'm not
Wait,
even
no,
in the
I'm-
NBA. I
I'm
watched a
saying it's-
compilation
I'm
of him
saying
like
it's
2 weeks
not-
ago.
And I'm saying it's not a lot of people's favorite player of all time.
I thought it was. I don't
No,
know. I
When
don't
you
know.
said obscure, I thought you meant like wasn't relevant in the NBA.
Oh,
Russell
no, I
Westbrook
didn't.
is-
Was he the guy who
Dang.
did the what meme? Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's funny. I like him.
that totally threw me off. Like,
Yeah, that's
obscure.
not obscure. That's
okay,
probably
yeah,
one of the
sorry.
most
It was one of the-
recognizable past 20 years. And like bro, he's the memes. The what
What?
meme? That meme is iconic,
Talk
bro.
about-
I mean, it's like,
I don't even have a favorite player to be honest with you, but I have a favorite team. Clearly.
What?
Yeah, what team
Oh,
is it,
no
John? What team
way!
is it, John? And how many records do they hold?
Basically every single record in
Really?
the NBA.
Speech.
Lakers are better.
Speech. What's your favorite team? How many records do they hold?
Lakers. Oh, I know. Wait, nope. Actually, got one record.
One.
Anyone know what that is?
That record
No,
is.
no, 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 no.
John,
I
you go
know
for
what
it.
the record
What
is.
is it?
John, go
Most
ahead.
most losses in NBA history.
That's the funniest record to have. That's
Charlotte
point blank
Bobcats.
period.
2020, what is it? 2011, 2012, 2013 Charlotte
Yeah,
Bobcats.
Oh,
I
God.
think it's 2013. I'm pretty.
Yeah,
No, it's 12 or
that's-
13. It's one of those.
That
two.
was a
I got a record for being the worst team.
What's the
Having the-
exhibitionist basketball team called? The performance one, the one where they pretend to play.
G-League?
No. I mean, it's like a show. It's like they do like tricks and shit. It's
Oh,
We're
on
doing
the
the halftime
Globetrotters?
shows?
yeah. You playing against the
Oh,
Globetrotters?
Globetrotters.
You playing against the Globetrotters, speech? Soon? Is that your next game?
Speech. Have you realized the fact that Charlotte the Hornets will always suck as a basketball organization. Okay.
Speech, weren't you the
Because there's
one
teams
telling
like
me?
that in sports. There's teams like that where they will always just be not
So,
relevant.
Weren't you
in
telling
terms
me
of
that they
winning.
just kept getting arrested? All the people on the team. Was that what it was? I forget
so
who was telling me that.
okay. It was 2011 and 2012. So, Jacob, hold on, let me figure this out real quick.
That's my name.
Out of 66 games, how many do you think that my Charlotte Bobcats won?
Out of how many games?
66. It was a shortened season.
The Charlotte Bobcats.
Yep, that's my team.
Charlotte. A lot of
Yep.
potential basketball players coming from that city. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I mean, I don't even know off the top of my head, but I know it's pretty bad.
3.
Okay, not that bad.
A little bit higher than that.
Shouldn't even be a team if it was that bad.
No, bro, you know, participation award. 11, 12. I don't know. I don't know what the normal number is.
Wait. Can I guess?
You're looking at it right now, aren't
13?
you?
No, I'm not. Bro, my phone is right here.
You're looking at
My phone-
something.
I was not looking at something, I
Okay.
swear. My phone is
Okay.
on my desk.
13. My guess. I said that definitely first. Shit, John, you failed me. My opinion failed me.
You
How
were
could
that
it?
bad?
Damn, I was.
Jeez.
So you're telling me I was half right with 3? Are you telling me I went high with 11? I thought that was still too low.
Who else was on that team? Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. God, that team was so bad.
Not jack shit.
No one.
Do you
I mean,
think those
that's-
people on those teams know just how hopeless it is for any kind of victory? And like, while they're together, like, damn, we fucking suck. Like,
To be honest with you, I wouldn't give a shit. I'm getting paid millions of dollars
that's
either way.
true.
So
They give you a lot of money for NBA.
Kemba was on that team, so you know.
that team was ass.
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah.
ass.
As a dude who can't make a layup, they all suck. You know, personally. That's where I stand. I'm more of a baseball guy.
Are we gonna talk about Ocean Gate, or are we
Yeah.
gonna?
No, go for it. We'll do that as the last topic.
This
Why
is
not?
y'all.
What the fuck
I
were
have
they
no idea
thinking?
what the fuck this is.
That's
You don't know
a
what
joke
Ocean
of when
Gate
it
is?
started.
There's no way.
What were they thinking? Just
You don't know what Ocean Gate is?
No.
No,
You-
what is this?
No. Okay. Well, no.
No.
Maybe he doesn't know what that name is. Do you know the submarine that exploded trying to go to the Titanic like the year or two ago? Okay, now you really are
What?
out of the loop. Damn. Okay, I thought that was gonna
What? Okay,
That's-
we can't. Never mind. Scrap the topic because.
Why?
Well, all right. The speech.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
So, you want to pull up the Xbox 360 controller that you have? Hold it up to the mic.
Yeah, it's very relevant to the story.
So, let's just say, Jake, you're a better explainer than I am, but this is what I'll start with. Speech. So, let's just say this group of researchers that wanted to see the wreck of the Titanic, right? They decided to go down in the ocean. And their little ship or whatever the hell it was called was controlled by the controller that Jacob was holding in his hands.
Need batteries, guys. Sorry, go on. Go on.
Is that relevant?
No, well, it's a joke, but go on.
Oh.
So it was controlled by a Xbox 360 controller. There was, I think there was
worse than this?
I think there was like 3 or 4
Or-
people on board.
Did it have
something.
stick drift, bro?
Stop. That we need to just cover the controller. Speech. It had 2 stars on Amazon. It was a Logitech Xbox 360 controller. I don't know when this thing came out. Maybe 2007. It had joysticks with pointed ends on the end, and it was fucking wireless. They didn't even have a wired controller on their fucking submarine. It was wireless.
Oh,
It was delayed, bro. It had stick
you-
drift.
Bluetooth
Oh,
connection disconnected, bro.
you want to take a guess what happened, Speech?
Yeah, take a wild guess.
had a little bit of delay and ran into a rock and exploded.
No, they had to be really deep for that. Dude.
They basically spontaneously combusted
Yeah, well, not
as
spontaneously.
the pressure.
The submarine
ocean.
they were built with, or in was built with, quote, off the shelf parts by
Pull
the
up
builders.
an image speech.
And,
Look up Ocean
and
Gate.
I'm
Look
just
up
gonna go
Ocean
out on
Gate.
a limb. When you want a submarine that can go as deep as the Titanic, I don't want it to be built out of off the shelf parts. I'd rather than be, on the shelf parts.
Look up Ocean Gate submarine speech. I want to see your opinion.
Anyway, I don't know how they managed.
Ocean Gate submarine.
Yeah, if you look at it, it looks like the submarine in GTA 5 you get from that one heist.
Oh,
it's yellow.
hold on, I'm looking it up.
It's like that. But my whole point is, how the fuck did any of them go in there, see the Logitech controller, and go,
Bro.
yeah, let's go. Let's go to the bottom of the ocean with the Logitech
Yeah, so
controller.
they basically, there's a video that actually just came out on the internet where I think it was the wife of one of the people in the submarine, if you can even call that thing a submarine.
Look up, Ocean Gate submarine with controller. The dude holding controller. It's a ridiculous photo.
They basically, the thing like combusted under the pressure of the ocean. It's basically what happened.
That's what their lives were relying on, speech. That fucking
this was a big thing.
The Chinese
This was a
piece of
big.
shit.
This was a big news headline for about like 3 weeks. They were trying to find where they went and what happened, and I mean everyone kind of knew, but no one wanted to say anything.
And it got reported what happened in the search. I remember, and I thought it was right immediately because they said sonar detected a pulse in the ocean. Not the way everyone found out that it blew up, but the Navy was looking and they heard a remnant of the shockwave in the ocean on their sonar, and that got reported. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, bro, if the Navy looking for the submarine had a sonar report, they're dead. That was a big ass explosion. If the Navy that currently doesn't know where it is picked up the fucking random boom in the ocean, because they probably aren't that close. And eventually they found it, but it was just, if it's being picked up that far away, notably to the point where it's being reported upon, they're dead. And that was while the surge was happening. And yeah, it imploded.
You should see the video speech. You can hear there's like crackling sounds.
Yeah,
it sounds like popcorn.
It's literally the dude who owns the submarine's wife at a sonar station, and the sonar station detects like that in the ocean, and that was her husband exploding in the submarine. But
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so
well,
fucked.
not exploding, but imploding. And on sonar, it's just a pop. But
yeah,
in the submarine,
it
was a very high velocity crushing.
Yeah, think like popcorn popping in the microwave, but reverse.
Yeah, imploding. That's exactly what happened, except it was made of fucking fiberglass and carbon fiber. So you can imagine there were some splinters and some fragments, and yeah, probably was really
a little bit of hurting.
And there was like 4 people in that submarine. So
they probably didn't feel anything.
No, they wouldn't have been. Their brain didn't even process what they probably blinked.
They didn't have a brain.
They were probably mid-blink and they died.
The whole thing is just like
I
I
feel bad for the people
like
who were unfortunately naive enough to not see the fucking red flag when they saw this. Okay, because if I saw this, I would start running away. I would call the police. I'd be like, there is a fucking madman with a homemade submarine and an Xbox controller. We need to stop him before he fucking explodes or he loses battery connection and they drown.
bro, better than die, bro.
Like, I can't believe anyone saw that. It was still on board.
I just feel bad for. He was like your age. You guys is the son.
Well, and he didn't even want to be there. His dad was like, "Yo, this submarine's so cool," and brought his son, and they fucking died. It was sad. My whole point is, okay, that son, if he was my age, he should have knew damn well this was a red flag. Okay, I'm sorry, but my niece knows that. If she saw a wireless controller and she was going to the bottom of the ocean, she would also have concerns. That's all I'm saying.
This is not. Apparently, there's some other billionaire that's attempting to do the same thing.
Steam Gaben, he has a legit submarine that can and has done it. I think he holds records. but he's like the only one who I know of who's like a billionaire or whatever who actually has a working one that hasn't hurt anybody. He's done it multiple times.
I just
What
think
would
the
y'all
whole
do if y'all went over to your friend's house and you asked for like a spare controller to play, and then you see this?
Yeah, bro, I would be upset playing Xbox. I can't imagine fucking my
Bro.
life relying on it. Like that's ridiculous. That shit
Oh,
looks so old. Where did he fucking find that?
you found out at a fucking garage sale,
Some
bro.
fucking
At a yard
storage
sale.
unit of a dude who died in 2005.
yeah, let's go to the bottom of the ocean. And our lives are depending on that. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Isn't it crazy to think about though that we are blowing up terrorists with
It-
the same thing?
It's wireless too, bro. It's not even wired.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the missiles don't have to go through like the pressure. I mean, some people don't understand. I'm pretty sure you guys do, but when you get that deep in the ocean, the pressure is like
If he goes
you're
straight
gonna have
up,
all
you're still
that
gonna
water,
die.
all that water
It's the same. It's water
weighing
has
down.
weight. Yeah. It's
Uh,
pushing down on you.
Like, whereas a missile, it's being
Wait,
sent down, but the sky doesn't have any
what are you saying about a missile?
like because you brought up the point where we're blowing up terrorists with like that controller, but it works because the missiles don't have to go through
Oh yeah, no, Xbox
you know what I mean?
controllers aren't bad at controlling vehicles. They're just not good at. It wasn't even that he was using an Xbox controller that's the issue. My primary issue
just
was
the way
that
it
it
was
was so old and that it was wireless. If I'm
Yeah.
driving a submarine, it's gonna be a wired controller. I'm gonna settle for this hard tether to my fucking submarine so I don't lose connection to my submarine. Seems like a priority I would have. I don't know. That's the dumber part. I mean, we fly Reaper drones with 360 controllers, and they land and go back fine. So I think it's doable. He just found the ugliest, oldest, like again, 2.5
what do
star on
you-
Amazon controller to
do you
do
think
it
it's
with.
the controller's fault
No,
or
no, it's
the
his submarine that.
completely
The thing is, he had done that dive before and survived, but clearly it wasn't built to withstand doing that multiple times. So this time he did it, and it just failed structurally and imploded.
yeah that was just not what were they
Yeah.
thinking?
I don't know
This
how he
was like-
survived previous attempts like that. That's the crazier part to me is how he did that successfully before. That's crazy. That dude, you telling me he's been to the Titanic with that fucking that $20 yard sale Logitech controller? How the fuck did he do that? That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. You need at least a scuff, bro. What the hell?
Yeah,
It was near the coast of Boston too. Not to say
yeah.
it was like
It was off the
10 minutes
northeast.
out, but that's where the wreck of the Titanic is it's between like the top of Canada and the coast of Boston. Like
Yeah, it's like the
right there.
Newfoundland's like stuff.
It's like a couple hundred miles out. Which I mean is a lot,
It's
but
off
I
the
mean that's kind of
Newfoundland
close.
coast though.
Sure,
It was more North Atlantic. But yeah, it is off the coast. But
I think the whole just this is stupid. Like
Do you think we'll ever get the Titanic out?
no, we're not trying
No.
to.
Oh, we're not trying to.
No. That we were recovering parts of it, but not the whole thing. I mean, it's a coral reef. You know,
Oh.
might as well keep it to actually helping the fish.
if I mean it was detrimental, isn't that funny? It was detrimental at the time, but now it's kind of like a pro for the ocean
That's
because it's a
so
home
many.
to
The
all those
fucking
fish now.
I forget what the Japanese ship was called, but Japan's biggest ship in World War II. I think it was a heavy cruiser, like the one you went on, but it was bigger, I think. And it was like their biggest ship, and we sunk it, and now it's the world's biggest, like one of the world's biggest coral reefs. I'm sure there's a bunch of dead Japanese soldiers on it, but they're also probably a coral reef now too. They're skeleton, so
Yeah, it's true.
So they're all contributing very kindly.
Would you guys ever go to the Titanic?
No, I don't like the ocean. I mean,
I don't like the ocean.
I like
either, but
I've
that's not
swam in the
scary.
ocean. I don't mind that honestly, which is weird because I feel like that should be more scary because I could have got killed by a shark or something. But that's not my issue. Weirdly, I don't mind swimming in the ocean as long as I bath after because it's really dirty. But
I'm
or bathe.
good up to my knees. Anything higher, I'm all set.
I wanted to learn how to swim for real, so I've gone out to not like the tide where it pulls back, but like kind of out probably I don't know 30 yards, 25 yards. I don't know how far it is because with water it's hard to tell. But to the point where you can't feel anything beneath you. You're actually just floating. And doing the full, like, this swim, I can't do it at sitting down, but that's honestly the only reason why I like going to the ocean. Because it's like one of the only places where you can swim like that.
Yeah,
And then you take a shower when you go home. A big one. Because it's the ocean. But
yeah.
I don't really care.
I
I mean,
I
you do it
I,
enough, it's not a big deal.
I just think they were just not smart.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, to
Go
go
to the fucking
down,
beach.
go to the Titanic in a ship as small as that submarine was,
Yeah, it was really small.
with a controller that they were using. I mean, that's like, I feel bad, but
Death
at the same
wish.
time, it's kind of like
The only dude I don't
Their
feel
fault.
bad
They
for is the
kinda
guy
just asked
driving the
for it.
submarine. That dude's a fucking idiot.
like
I don't really feel bad for him.
I-
Maybe
I-
his
I
maybe
feel
his
yeah.
wife, who's unfortunately married such a fucking dumbass, but
There's a conspiracy theory that
like
he like went along with it because she wanted to see him die.
there was a Wendigood video. I want this should be the last thing because we should probably end. But I was gonna say there's a Wendigood video I watched. It's about the parachute murder plot. Basically, I'm gonna be a little critical about this woman. She doesn't deserve to be said anything mean about, but she unfortunately was a little bit naive. To be real, but she was being not abused. I don't think sexually by her husband, but emotionally. And her husband wanted a divorce. Her husband was cheating on her with like 2 girls, and was always out. It was a big whole thing. Anyway, he wanted to get rid of her, and he had signed her under a health insurance plan or a life insurance plan of like 200 grand. And then he was like, let's go skydiving. And he was a skydiving expert. So his whole job was packing parachutes and stuff like that. He was part of the British Royal Air Force. And anyway, they go skydiving, but there's some weather delay or whatever. And the husband's like, oh, I'm going to stay home. You go skydiving by yourself. Which you'd think, no thanks. This is kind of a group thing. Like, but this
Yeah.
girl apparently was just like, sure, I guess I'll go by myself. And what happened was he mispacked her parachute on purpose because he wanted her to die in an accident so he could claim the life insurance. But not only did her parachute not work and she almost died, but she hit the ground and survived. And I'm talking like 85, 90 miles an hour, hit the ground, broke half of her body, and
She
survived.
survived.
Yeah. And it's happened before.
She was playing Hall of Meat. Goddamn.
And anyway, that dude went to prison because people who analyzed her chute, they brought, it was part of a crime scene, so they recovered it, and then they brought parachute experts in, and were like, yeah, this was mispacked intentionally. Like there was forensic evidence of it, and they knew who packed her chute, and it was him. And then she brought up all the domestic history, and they're like, oh, damn, he really tried to kill her with that. He tried to have her jump out with no parachute and die so he could get $200K right away with his wife, with his mistress. And yeah, I think he went to jail. Bro actually got baited so hard by the Iron Woman. There was a woman in World War II, though, who had the same thing happen. She was a fucking pilot for the Soviets, and she was she was flying, and she had a passenger in her plane, like front and back, and her cockpit got shot by German anti-aircraft right under her seat, and it detonated her ejection seat. So she just got flung out of the plane immediately when she got shot with no parachute, and because it wasn't even that she didn't put it on. The Russians thought parachutes were too expensive and figured, who needs parachutes? They're dead anyway. so she didn't have a fucking parachute, and then just
why would anyone get in a plane without a parachute, bro?
She wanted to. She got on a fighter plane. She was very committed, but she got fucked up, shot into the air with no parachute, fell like a couple thousand feet, I think, something insane. Landed in like like a bunch of feet of snow because they were in Germany, and that I think saved her because she broke I think both of her legs, both of her arms, a couple ribs, collapsed one of her lungs, but she was still alive, and she was also a messenger. So when she woke up, she was like, "Fuck, I have an important message. I can't let the Germans get it," and delivered the message in that condition.
And she was a Russian.
Yeah, she was Russian. But to make the story worse, when she was found, when she got to the Russian base after she gave the message, she went off and left, and I think came back. and they thought she was a German spy because they thought she was a German civilian that could speak Russian. So they put her in an internment camp because they thought she was a German spy, and then she had to recover in an internment camp until she could build up the strength to go run to the commissioner and speak in Russian so he knew that she was actually a Russian and not a German who could speak Russian. But she had to do all that because she got flung out of a fucking plane by an anti-aircraft round and with no parachute. So, yeah, it's a crazy story. People survived that somehow.
That
Of course, she was Russian.
Yeah, the
Of
toughest
course.
shit.
And, I mean, Russians are Russians. They've always had the reputation of being strong. I mean, look at the PPSH.
That's true. That guy.
In Call of Duty,
You gotta
it's
be
always been
strong to
good
keep
no
that
matter what.
because it shoots so fucking fast.
Are we good?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gents,
See you till
that
next
was
time, cousins.
episode 2 of TCA. Until next time, goodbye, everyone.
Mother Russia.